Hello and welcome back to a brand new episode of the Pick a Side podcast. My name is Joel Moran, and I'm here with River Brown, Angel Velez, and Mr. Joel Dells. This is now episode 576. The playoffs, the second round is still going on. The Cavaliers got a victory in Game 5.
Big
Series
game.
not over just yet. It's not over just yet, but wow. James Harden couldn't get his game off against the Pistons. Man, you know, that's just what a GOAT does, though, Riv. That's just what a great player does.
Don't fuck with your hat.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it.
I like the pins, too.
Thank
Yeah,
you, bro.
fuck
I
with
just put these pins on. Sorry for being so aggressive. It's just
No, I gave Harden his credit last night.
the Harden disrespect was out of this world.
He was playing like
And
shit.
he's just giving me back to back performances where my jaw's on the floor.
I'm crying at that. No, he had a great game last. He had a great game yesterday.
Before we get into it, can we tell them where we're going to be Saturday?
Yes, we will. We will be at the NBA store in New York City, in the heart of Manhattan.
Yes, sir.
So we're going to be partnered with Lids there. We're going to get some pieces of content. We're going to rip some packs, and we're going to go look at New York Knicks merchandise. And we'll be there this Saturday. If you guys want to pull up and come hang out with us, maybe see us for a little bit, talk to us, chat with us about why the Knicks are going to win the finals or why James Harden has been so excellent, even though he's 36 years old. I love to chat about it all. And we need to make it a tradition. Like every episode, we need to shout out the fans.
Shout out to the fans.
Because I asked them to give me a list of the 2010s and the 2020 stars. And
So a
some
couple of
people did
those.
it, right? And I also picked up some good comments that I want to share with you guys as well. So number one, shout out to Mr. Corona. You get a shirt.
Let's go.
Instagram, DM, you get a shirt. LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry,
This is the 2010s.
Tim Duncan, yes, Chris Paul, Kobe Bryant, James Harden, Russell Westbrook, Dwayne Wade, Dirk Nowitzki, Kawhi Leonard, Dwight Howard, Carmelo Anthony, Paul George, Blake Griffin versus SGA, Jokic, Wemby, Luka, Giannis, Ant-Man, Tatum, Brunson, Curry, Mitchell, Embiid, Cade, Maxey, Jaylen Brown, and Kawhi.
I'll be honest, 2010s got it.
He could have included LeBron. He decided
He
against
could have.
it.
He definitely could have.
Well, he already had LeBron in 2010s.
He had Curry here.
Yeah, facts.
Oh, he had him on both?
Yeah.
I think it's fair to have him on both.
He also had Kawhi on both.
I think it's
Yeah.
fair to have him on both.
Nah, you got to
2010s
pick
got it.
one. You got to pick one.
Well, then that's unfair to the 2010s washes.
Yeah, you got to pick one.
If 2010s gets LeBron and Curry and
Yeah.
Kawhi and
That-
KD,
That is fair.
Because then you're putting, who you putting on
but
this
they all
list
played.
then?
They played in the era too.
Yeah, but LeBron's best years, I feel like 2010s.
That's true.
Yeah.
I would give like the
I
best
agree.
version.
I agree.
Steph's is weird because he has like two different best versions.
Thing is, LeBron has a dominant year in 20. LeBron has his highest points per game in 22.
Mhm.
Curry has the chip in 22. Kawhi has arguably his best year in 26.
Yeah.
So
Kawhi was better in 2017. Just because
2019.
No, 2017.
You're saying 17's better than 19?
I'm saying 17 is better than now. Because he was able to guard,
defense?
he was able to guard and give you 25 a night.
That
And now he don't
17
guard as much.
That 17 Kawhi was special.
And he was
But
still
he did just lead, didn't he? Wasn't he highest steals per game this season?
I don't know. He has big ass hands. Probably yeah.
The 2010s
Right.
wipes.
Yeah, it's actually
Yeah.
not
It
close.
was a
Oh, yeah.
ill-informed statement last episode
That's okay.
made by me. Okay, so we have another comment as well. And this comment is from the People's Mix 9779. You get a shirt too.
Nice.
Instagram DM or just comment, whatever. Just let's try to get in touch. Our email is in our YouTube description. You can also just email us. We don't bite. All right. He said, this is me before I make the list. And 2010s easily is better. 2010s to 2015. So he categorized it from half the decade, not the full decade. No order. D Wade, LeBron, KD, Kobe, Dwight, CP3, Dirk, Melo,
It's a
Curry,
good ass team.
Russ, Kawhi, AD, PG, Harden, Nash, Stoudemire, Kyrie, Bosh, Aldridge, DeMar, Kevin Love, and Dame. Today's top 15.
Shit said DeMar.
Giannis, Luka, Wemby, Shea, Jokic, Embiid, Ant, Brunson, Tatum, Mitchell, Brown, Booker, Butler, Trey, Cat.
Shit said Trae Young.
Trey Young's a bit of a
we add polar bears at the end of these lists.
Wait, so that was 2010, 2015, and then just the 2020s.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, the first guy didn't have CP3 in this, right?
No, he did.
He did.
First
he
guy
did?
did. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, the 2010s it pretty much clears.
2010
Yeah.
was so crazy.
I think once you
Yeah.
get past that, once you get like 30 and beyond, then I think you could probably talk about this decade. But
But-
top 15, they got it. They got it.
Shout out to the participants. We really appreciate it. And
Lot of
this is the
chirps.
comment of the week.
Okay.
All right.
Comment of the week.
This is from Jaco2174.
Jacob.
He goes, Shea is going to be the Tim Duncan of the guards.
Saw this.
It's crazy because they feel like the two complete opposite people, but they are both severely disrespected because they lack the moments. They just play consistently and put their team in a winning position every season, and they have a great team and system behind them.
I think that's fair. I did feel a little rude after saying Shea doesn't have any moments, but I guess when you're thinking of moments, it's more like individual. This game winner, this, fourth quarter, minute and a half left, this step back three. Like you think of Luka against Rudy Gobert, for example, or Luka against the Clippers, even though Shea's been, maybe just has the run, obviously, in the championship and the finals MVP, like those moments he's missing. But I think he makes a good point where it just feels like night in, night out, he's giving you 30, he's going to be efficient, and you just know what to expect him, even though if he doesn't have that one moment you could look back on.
Can I ask you, do you classify him being down 2-1 to the Nuggets, the graphic, him smiling as a moment?
It's not memorable.
I kind of categorize it as a moment. I also categorize him going for 30 plus in the finals, 0 assists, going and getting it.
Like, are we gonna say 5 years down the road? Oh, his moment was when he was down 2-1. I don't think so.
No,
I
but
mean,
he's
that's
gonna
also
have
his chase for
probably
the first
5
title.
at least 2 more
Yeah, but
finals.
even
Let's
even
say
yesterday, last episode, nobody brought that up.
let's
Like it's a forgettable
the
memory.
2-1 we brought up.
Yeah, but it wasn't really like, yo, this is a moment like you mentioned the Luka ones or
Tatum 15 game 7.
sure, that one or just other people's moments. Like it's forgotten about, low key.
I think that it's also forgotten about because he is being put in uncomfortable conversations. He's forcing himself into uncomfortable
What's
conversations.
Joker's moment?
Straight up, what is his moment
That's a good
outside of
question. I don't
outside
know.
of Jamal Murray having a majority of them?
Off the top of my head, I don't have one.
Jamal Murray is the one that has all the buzzer beaters.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes.
I'll probably go Game 6 Minnesota, second round.
What was the moment?
Well,
He just had a great game.
Just a game.
Yeah, just his game.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
They lost the series, but his game was ridiculous.
Yeah.
I think nobody really thinks about the Denver moment because Denver in a year now has kind of become overrated to everybody.
But this was also, let's say Shea goes down this all-time path and we're watching the documentary years from now. That is going to be one of the first things they bring up because they gagged it against Dallas. They were the better team coming in. They were the favorites coming in. They got handled. And then the year after, they go against Denver, who people were down on in the moment after having a underwhelming series against the Clippers that went way longer than it should have. They're down 2-1. Everybody's calling him overrated, especially after winning MVP, after thinking that Jokic should have been the MVP. And he comes back, he rallies, he wins. They walk through Minnesota.
How much you had that game?
Which one? The one that,
It would be game 4.
off the top of my noggin, I don't know. I'm assuming 30.
What was his moment in the game?
Him winning.
I think it's
You
the
see what I'm
smiling
saying?
being
Like,
down 2-1. That moment does stick out.
It's
'cause I
not like
remember
it's
it.
not memorable.
I remember that more than Joker's.
You remember
It's-
you remember the
round.
picture
I
more than
also
the
remember.
actual moment.
I also remember the finals where he goes for 30 and
Yeah.
no assists.
I don't know if that's a good
And
moment.
we're praising jocking.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest.
You're a Kobe guy.
Yes,
He didn't jock like that. Name me a playoff game where he had 0
Game
assists.
7?
he straight up
Off the
had
top
to
of my head.
jock.
His game
I
7?
think that was the fascinating thing
Yeah.
about that game. He had to. Nobody else was doing
But that's
shit.
also like Tim Duncan, so it makes sense. Like you can't I remember one stat line he had in the playoffs where it was like 25, 12, 11, and like 8 blocks
Mhm.
in like early 2000s.
But the thing is, Shea's not a stat line guy.
Yeah.
That's not him. He's going to
He's
give
not
you
gonna stuff
30 to
it.
35 every single night.
it's a good stat line. To me.
Yeah, no. He's giving you
But like
efficient
with
30.
like the LeBrons, it's like 27-7, 27-7-7.
Yeah.
Oh, he had 3 blocks. He led the team in block steals.
LeBron's also
So
got
that's
the
different.
moments,
That's
too.
he is Mr. Stat Line.
Yeah.
He's got moments. It's LeBron though. So
I don't-
Correct.
I don't think that moments necessarily matter.
It
All
doesn't.
that matters is what's on his resume and what's going to be accomplished, and what's accomplished is already an NBA championship and a Finals MVP. It doesn't matter if anybody doesn't think of a moment that he truly broke onto the scene, and that's when everybody was like, yo, this dude is special. He doesn't need to have a 2003 Tim Duncan-esque season for him to be validated in his greatness. I think he's already validated. But I do agree with the comment, in fact, that Shea is probably going to be the Tim Duncan of this generation. And people hear that and say, oh, Tim Duncan is a top 10 player all time. You know, don't you dare ever compare Shea to Tim Duncan, who's a 5-time NBA champion. Tim Duncan was Mr. Fundamental. Tim Duncan had a very boring game. Now we look at his career and we're like, wow, we underrated it in the moment. It was so great. But when he was playing, he wasn't ever one of the most entertaining players to watch, or he wasn't most people's favorite player to watch. Much like Shea right now is racking up accomplishments and accolades, and he's not on a lot of people's top list of most entertaining players to watch. In fact, I'd say that he is Tim Duncan. His game didn't really get paid attention to. Shea's game actually gets nitpicked every night. The amount of free throws he takes will always get nitpicked. That will always be the narrative on him. But I do agree with the fact that Shea is stacking up accolades, and we might be sitting here a decade from now saying, wow, Shea's resume could compete with a lot of all-time players' resumes.
Well, you saw what Shea said. He said he's not trying to figure out how he ate more. He's trying to figure out how to win 8 more.
That was cool.
I hated that shit.
I knew this. That was because he's going to have more rings than Tatum soon.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to have, if he gets 2, then Tatum's going to catch up, though.
You're hoping and praying that happens.
Nah, we'll be
Tatum's
good, bro.
never winning another round.
Don't be an idiot, man. You see this East, bro? This is the team that's running it right now. We'll be fine.
The Knicks.
Didn't
You guys
just
can't
blow
beat
a
them.
3-1 lead?
Yeah.
My niggas, please shut up.
We'll be
Also, I want
and you guys blew it and you came back.
We blew. Fair.
No.
You didn't come back. You were the ones that blew
we
it.
haven't.
You lost to fucking
But who's
Philly.
you guys?
Warriors.
Whoa.
No, Pistons did
I
have
thought
a
it was
run.
the Pistons.
Yeah, don't associate
Oh,
me.
true.
Don't disrespect
Well, I was
me.
just saying, you guys, the Warriors blew a 3-1
Stop.
lead, but then you got
That's
KD, and then you
Frank.
weren't because
Frank's
you were
team.
saying you're not going to win a championship again because you blew a 3-1 lead. I was
No,
saying the
he
Warriors
said
blew.
you weren't going to win a championship again. I didn't say that.
I did say
But
that.
no, but you also said you blew a 3-1 lead. I thought it was
That's,
just
no, that's,
declines.
no, I just said it
throwing
just
that
to,
in
yeah,
there,
just to make you
Whatever.
feel
It just ain't
bad.
happening if Derrick White's your third option, bro.
I also want you to know
second.
this is a stain on Tatum's legacy.
He didn't play Game 7. He's one of the best Game 7 players of all time.
People
He didn't
will
play.
say Tatum blew a 3-1 lead.
And I'm going to say he didn't play Game 7.
I don't even.
And you're going to sound like him when he says Mahomes never took a snap while being eliminated from playoff
And we live
contention.
with that.
This is a stand on the whole
That's actually
Celtics.
pretty amazing logic. You can't be the one that blew it if you didn't have a chance to play in the
That's what
final
I'm saying.
game.
He's one of the best Game 7
Jalen
players
Brown
ever.
blew it.
This
That's
is-
the guy who
He
blew
played.
it.
I'll wait a
Yeah, he
month.
blew it.
I'll wait a month.
He
I'll
didn't
give-
hit
I'll give
any
Jalen
shots in
some
the
grace.
fourth quarter, late in the game.
He went 3 for 8, 1 away from 50%.
I'll give,
Jalen
The
Brown
first half was
missing
nasty, but the
everything.
second half he did all he could.
I'll give Jalen some grace.
Till the fourth.
He gets a month from me.
A month
I
of
respect
like,
that.
you're okay.
That's growth.
A month of just leaving him alone.
Okay.
Let him take his vacation, enjoy himself. After a month, we're gonna talk about that legacy. We'll talk about
I mean,
it.
Finals MVP.
One of the I said I'm gonna give him a month. I said I'm gonna give him a
Multiple
month.
time All
I said I'm
NBA
gonna give him a
player.
month.
He might finish top 5 in MVP.
Good for him.
I love that.
I'm not. I said
They'll
I'll
have the
give him
same
a month.
amount as Tatum.
Love that.
I'll give him a month.
We're about to get into the show, but I will implore you guys to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and if you
Notifications.
will be at the NBA store in New York on Saturday, let us know. Let us know in the comments. You'll be there.
Gonna tell
We'll
them what
reply
time
back
it
in the
is.
comments. I think the time we have to be there is probably around like 2 p.m.
Mhm.
So I'll say like in that ballpark. If you're going to be there, comment and tell us, yo, I'm thinking about going. And we reach out to you in the comments, and then we could discuss where to meet up with you guys. So let us know. We're going to get into the podcast.
Before we do that, let's also throw some love to the Patreon because
Yes.
we've had some love being shown to us, and we posted a video that, shout out to you guys, did pretty well. That was requested by one of our Patreon members. I believe it was Landon.
Yes.
And somebody had commented on one of those videos saying, oh, yes, subscribe to our Patreon so you can give us ideas so then you can get money for them. But with the Patreon, the beautiful thing is that we give you guys 2, not 1, but 2 full-length episodes on there too. So it's not like we're just asking you guys to join and you get nothing.
Hate people like
You
that.
guys get 2.
You couldn't just keep your comment to yourself.
You
Like,
get 2
You don't gotta give us ideas.
full-length
you don't gotta
podcasts.
subscribe.
And you can interact with us way better.
Like niggas like that, I want to throw my nails at them. Like just like why?
And I'm not
like,
somebody who often responds to comments on the Pick a Side channel if they're not related to the podcast. But that one, I'm just like, if you know anything about our Patreon,
They said on the TikTok.
I said what I'm saying right now. You get 2, not 1, but 2 full-length pods, and you have a chance to be mentioned in the show and on short form. Sounds pretty sweet. I don't know.
If you think about it, $5 a month, 2 episodes that we do. The episodes are usually 2 to 3 hours each. So that is about 5 to 6 hours of our time for $5 a month. What's that? Less than 50 cents an hour getting paid.
That's pretty decent.
That's you know, doing y'all solid, man. Okay. But that comment was funny because comments like those make me realize that sometimes people can be mean-spirited, but they still could be right at the same time. Because the comment wasn't wrong. I mean, I'm gonna give you guys ideas so y'all make money off it. You're not wrong.
Yeah, I mean,
you are not wrong.
We
That video performed very well, and Landon, maybe we gotta cash up you $10.
Send in a t-shirt.
Actually, yes, maybe that'll be what we do moving forward. So, like, if Landon, you get 2 months free of Patreon. Give me your Cash App, $10. We sending you right now.
If you give us a banger, that shit gets 100,000 views or more. You're locked in for free.
That is pretty fair.
Yeah,
So-
low key, yes.
Your idea is good enough to get us a banger. You have free Patreon access.
Comment that, nigga.
Yeah. What do you guys think? So if you guys give us an idea that gets a banger on social media, what should be your commission percentage?
This guy's on the weather app.
I'm posting TikTok.
Oh shit.
Trying to do my job over here, man. What was the draw?
It
You
could be
wasn't on the weather app before?
it could be a gift card to Cheesecake Factory.
I was looking at the Saturday
It could
weather.
be a
what
PSN
what I'm gonna
card.
wear.
But yeah,
yeah,
we'll
yeah.
do that move for it. Let me know what you guys think though. Let me know if you guys give us a great idea and it performs well. What should be the compensation? You know, I definitely think if you're already a Patreon member, maybe a month or a couple months free of Patreon, that's pretty reasonable because they did right.
They did do right.
Yeah, that's a great resolution.
Type shit.
Yep, gotta work together as a team.
My patience level for the comments recently is getting less and less.
Yeah.
Yeah, you saw the comment last
Getting
episode.
less and less. No,
What?
which one?
The comment was
The you goats and Drew. Is that the one you're talking about?
Oh,
yes, yes.
I'll be honest.
You
I
responded
replied,
to it?
I said
Yeah.
save. I didn't see the. Honestly, I just read it quick. He said flight. I just said have a safe flight.
I saw.
I did not see the goats and Drew part.
Sorry, I liked it on my
I didn't
own.
see that either.
On my own YouTube, I liked it. It was funny. And I think he's a Chargers guy.
Okay,
That
So
makes sense.
I have
he probably loves you.
no harm against any opponent of
He's a
ours.
Chargers fan. I don't know if he
Yeah, he
loves
probably
him.
hates him.
No, he hates me. That's
Yeah,
what he's saying.
he hates the shit out of Drew.
He said 3 goats and Drew.
That
What if
shit
it was
made me
John?
laugh.
Would have been
John's burner.
Would have been no. I'm not saying
Oh.
if it was John's burn. I'm saying what if John was here too? Would they have said 4 goats and Drew, or would it have been 3 goats and Drew and John? Or I don't
No,
know
John
how
probably
it
gets
go.
lumped in as a goat.
I think so.
Think so?
I think so.
All right. Yeah, he doesn't disrespect the Chargers. So,
No.
and you said he's a Chargers fan.
Rip
So.
disrespects the Chargers too, though.
I think I disrespect Herbert. I really
And kind of you disrespect him too. Herbert wasn't top 10.
I did not
See,
disrespect.
I've said a lot of things I've
Herbert.
never said he's not.
I'm the
top.
I've
last,
also
I'm the
never
last
said
Charger
that.
guy standing, man.
We've
Yeah.
gotten soft as a society. I don't know where it
yeah,
started,
that's true.
but we've gotten
You're a
very
part of the
soft.
problem, pal.
We've
Right.
gotten soft as a society where it's like, wow, being honest is hating all of a sudden. Anything that you say is objective. As long as if you don't glaze 24/7, oh, you're a hater. It doesn't make no sense.
Gotta tell the truth sometimes. And the truth hurts sometimes. You know what I mean?
It does.
Usher said it best.
And like, some quarterbacks do things, but sometimes it doesn't add up.
And that's why, I get so defensive because the truth does hurt, but I get defensive when the truth doesn't match up with the facts. And the facts is that
Huh?
James Harden is one of 4 players in
Here we go.
NBA history to have 4,000 points, 1,000 plus rebounds, 1,000 plus assists in the postseason. Only other players all time to do that: LeBron James, Michael Jordan, and Kobe Bryant.
Good list.
Those are some legends,
Good
right?
list.
Those are some legends. And James Harden already has had a narrative attached to his career. But at 36 years old, the Cavaliers' sole reason for getting him was to be consistent in the playoffs and to do something that Garland couldn't for years. And the Cavs fall down 0-2 to the Pistons. He plays 2 bad games on the road, but then game 3, he closes it out. 4th quarter, my goodness, vintage Harden. Game 4, he has a fantastic game, but that's the Donovan Mitchell game. But game 5, 30 points it was, Riff?
I think so.
30 points.
Yeah, I think so.
The game-saving rebound.
Okay.
That's a
Playmaking
stand on
Harden.
Cade, bro. I'm sorry.
Got
Lane
yanked that box
violation.
out.
No. Cade has to box out the shooter.
Bro, he
Box out the shooter.
He told Dennis box out.
Box out the shooter.
Wait, so let me get this
Little
straight.
things.
The nigga said,
Box
Grill texted
out
me, yo,
the
Cade was
shooter.
gas. Now we got to box out. Make up your mind, bro. What
I said
up?
both.
I'm tired, bro.
After a free, listen, that's his
We're
second free
exhausted.
throw. You got a few
I'm
seconds
sorry.
to take a
What?
breath.
We're
I'm
exhausted.
exhausted. That's the reason I'm not boxing out the shooter. It's
I'll be
fundamental.
honest, bro. Game
Sure.
24, second round of the playoffs,
I've seen it
2-2,
happen.
game 5. You can't be tired.
It's
With respect.
fundamentals.
With
You don't
respect,
teach.
you
You,
can't
don't
be
teach
tired.
your guys on those
seen
weekend
it.
tournament teams.
I don't have
Hey,
a case.
you're on that.
I don't have a game.
a
Nobody
game,
should
they
be
can take
tired.
a- they can take a breath
Nobody
out.
should be tired.
He didn't even go to box out though. He went straight to the cup, thinking that he was gonna make it, which is ill-advised of him.
Harden was perfect
Yeah.
like, up until then.
Yeah, no, I'm with
Fair,
you.
but
I'm with you.
small-
He should have
small
boxed
little
out.
details.
Low
Could've
key,
had a
Harden
shot.
was chucking on the free throws.
He missed some.
He missed
He did miss.
3 down the
Yeah,
stretch.
he did.
Oh, we start 9 for 9 though?
8 for
Yeah,
8.
8 for
something like
8.
that.
Okay.
And not only offensively did he show up, but he showed that he's defensive Harden. Multiple blocks, steals.
Talk.
Harden, defense. They try to go after him. He was locking up. He was locking up. He was locking up. He was locking up. They say James Harden doesn't show up in the postseason, but I saw a graphic with my own eyes that is backed up by facts and statistics. He's one of 4 players
Don't
with
mention
4,000 points, 1,000
Here we go.
rebounds, 1,000 assists.
Mention it
Michael
twice.
Jordan, LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, James Harden. If you're telling me it's not unfortunate that Harden doesn't have a ring, you're just lying. Because he should be a champion right now. He is one of the best performers that we have seen in the history of the game. We knock him for averaging 29 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists in the playoffs in his Houston days in his prime. 29, 7, and 7 ain't bad on 61% true shooting.
Decent.
It's very
Very
few
decent.
playoff players that
He goes to the
are
free throw
as
line
great
a
as
lot.
Harden, but
Yeah.
the bad moments become more magnified than the good ones. I see Nick Wright saying that, oh yeah, I ain't surprised that James Harden had a great game, but I am stunned if he doesn't have multiple bad games in a series. What star doesn't have at least 2 bad games within a 6 or 7 game playoff series? Most star players at least have a stinker or 2
This
for
is
sure.
where you're losing me.
Outside of LeBron James and the GOATs of
You know,
GOATs.
I have been spoiled. I'll shut up.
Outside of the LeBron James and the GOATs of GOATs, every star player in the playoffs will run into multiple stinkers in a run.
I just think Harden's stinkers have always just been loud.
They're
Because
super loud.
he's never been a good defender, and then the turnovers just get out of hand sometimes.
It's
I think
easy.
it's a fair point.
It's easy for them to be loud when he doesn't have that championship because people always just say, oh, he don't got a championship. It's because he wasn't good enough. No, he has been good enough in the past.
He has been.
It's just that he's had unfortunate set of circumstances. But at 36 years old, he's been the best player on the Cavaliers this entire postseason. The reason why they got past Toronto. Last 3 games, the X factor for the Cavaliers. X factor.
Okay.
It's James Harden.
Evan Mobley.
I don't know if he's the X factor. He's been the
Max
best
Strus?
player.
And
Good statement.
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
You can't be the best
we're
player
trolling.
in the
We're
X
trolling.
No, no,
I
game
think
5.
we're
He
trolling.
was pissing me
Yeah,
off.
yeah. What, he 6'3"?
I think 8. It might have
But
been.
I
It was
also
so many.
will say the biggest shot of the game
It was the Mobley 3. Yeah.
was the Mobley 3.
It was. And now James Harden is 1 win away from making a conference finals with another team. He made 2 with Houston. He made 1 with OKC.
Respect.
He made 1 with OKC, and in the conference finals against the Spurs, he went off. Go check those playoff games. Go check the logs.
Oh, you talking about OKC?
Yes, go check the logs.
His third team now, 3 different conference finals talk to him.
And he's the only player ever to have 30-point games in the playoffs with 6 different franchises.
I don't know if that's a flex.
While
That's
you're
a
on
flex.
6 different teams.
Yeah, like, I don't know if that's a
more the
flex.
thing.
That's okay. You're still dominant everywhere you go. Respect.
That's James
You're a
Harden.
LeBron guy. You're supposed to say
I've only been on 4.
that.
Now it's not over yet. You know, they could very well lose still. I know there was a last
Only
time
down 3.
in 2006, the
It happened,
Cavs were up
yes.
3-2 and then they lost to the Pistons. They lost the last 2.
Mhm.
And this Pistons playoff run, there's been some voodoo on it because in 2001 they were down 3-1 to the Magic and they came back and then won that series in 2001. Then they did it in the first round. Now there's another similar event in history in which they were down 3-2 to the Cavs and they came back and won a series in 06.
It happened in the same way. Won the first 2, lost the next 3. And then we
So
won the series.
if the Pistons, if they get it done and move on to the conference finals. There is some voodoo magic going on with this basketball team. There is. The Cavaliers, Evan Mobley has played outstanding. He has completely outplayed Jalen Duren, and he deserves a lot of his flowers because not only is he big shots, but he's made big defensive plays. Mitchell didn't play well for the majority, but in overtime, he was perfect, and that helped propel the Cavaliers to victory. With the Pistons, I mean, dude, Jalen Duren has the worst drop-off from the regular season to the postseason in NBA history.
You know who's the other guy?
It's Wilt Chamberlain.
Yeah,
but Wilt
52
Chamberlain,
to 32.
yeah, Wilt Chamberlain, exactly.
The drop-off was still like 30 a game.
Wilt Chamberlain dropped from averaging 50 to averaging 30. Jalen Duren went from averaging almost 20 to averaging
disgusting.
10. He has the biggest drop-off in NBA history that is actually like notable because Wilt was still great.
Yeah.
Right now, Jalen Duren is not even top 50 in playoff scoring.
Jeez.
This is just embarrassing stuff from Jalen Duren. He's losing out on a bag in real time. And Cade Cunningham is the same energy that I use for my GOAT. When you have the ball that much and you have that big of a load, turnovers are going to happen. Regardless of the mistakes Cade has, Cade always finds a way to hit something clutch, like the 3 he hit before the end of regulation. And you felt like the Pistons were moving on with the game. They were getting some momentum. Cade always has those big moments, but there's nobody else to help him. The defensive personnel outside of Allar is just underwhelming. Shout out to Paul Reed. He played well. At this point, they got to think about benching Jalen Duren.
Yeah, I was going to say, start Paul Reed off. Yeah, this is tough. First of all, I think I owe the Cleveland Cavaliers an apology. I think I owe James Harden an apology. I was not bought into this move when they made the Harden trade back in February. I thought it was a little short-sighted. Thought you're going all in on a core that isn't worthy of going all in. And right now they're sitting up 3-2. They're looking more like a conference finals team than a first-round exit. I'll definitely say that. With that being said, while they deserve their respect, I still, even 5 games in, don't have a great feel for the series because, there was 2 minutes left. Detroit was up 9 and it felt like, oh yeah, this is 3-2. We're going back to Cleveland. You felt really good about the Pistons. And then, down the stretch, James Harden made some big shots. And overall, just his steadiness has been what's been the most impressive because Donovan does have the big blow-up performances in terms of points. But I think James Harden, especially over these last 3 games, just what he's bringing just as a pick-and-roll ball handler, what he's bringing when he's seeing 2 at the top of the key, he's being able to find open guys, and then over there just having the advantage. He's just been super steady this entire series. And then he does have those blow-up performances, like he had 30 this past game. And then on Saturday in Game 3, down the stretch in that fourth quarter, he's hitting big shot after big shot. So Harden's been great this series. I think he's been, the best player for the Cavs. With that being said, I think the biggest discrepancy you're seeing is just it's easier for Cleveland to just continue to get easier looks because Cleveland is throwing multiple guys at Cade. We saw it down the stretch of last night's game. That was part of the reason why they were able to come back in that game. And all of a sudden, when the ball gets out of Cade's hands, obviously things get a lot easier because you're relying on a Tobias or an Allar or Dennis Jenkins or someone to either make a decision or to hit a shot. And Cleveland, as they should be, are like, we're going to live with that. If Cade is going to go off for 35 for the first 3 quarters, the fourth quarter, that shit's not going to happen. Somebody else has to beat us. And unfortunately for Detroit, they just weren't able to hit a couple of open shots in the fourth quarter and even in overtime. You had Tobias open, you had LeVert open. There was moments where they generated good looks, but what we've been saying all regular season long and all playoffs long, it's like once he gets down to it, who's going to be that guy that steps up next to Cade? It's been Tobias for a large portion of these playoffs for the last couple of games. Tobias hasn't been playing at the same offensive level. So I still think this is going 7. I think Detroit's going to Cleveland, even though they're undefeated at home. It would be a little bit funny if they lose their first game at home after getting their first road win. But I still don't feel strongly either way. I'm going to keep my pick with Detroit just because I don't feel like I have a strong reason to flip it. But the Cavs have been super impressive. And to come back from 2-0 to win 3 straight, especially in the fashion they're doing it in clutch moments, it's just been super impressive.
Riv, I'm only going to say a couple sentences and then I'm going to kick it to you because you amused me this morning. I wake up early this morning and I see Riv in his kitchen dropping a nice, quick monologue.
I wasn't angry. You saw I wasn't angry.
It was relatively calm. I do think my thought process was you were speaking a bit lower because somebody had to be in the house.
Grandma was sleeping.
Because I know for a fact
Grandma was sleeping,
in your mind you wanted to scream. And I can understand the frustration.
Yeah, she just fresh got in the bed. You
I
know
get
what
it.
I'm
No,
saying? I
you're
didn't
being
wanna-
very courteous of your grandmother.
That's why you saw me like, you know.
No,
what I'm
no, I could see it. Knowing who you are, I could tell you were ready to violate. Now, I'm just gonna leave it at this. The one game you don't get Tobias Harris playing and contributing at the level that he's been contributing, it is an unfortunate end for them. And even with that, 9-point lead with 3 minutes left at home, that is, I'm hearing no excuse. No excuse. I don't care how bad the refs have been this series. I don't care. In this game particularly, 9-point lead, 3 minutes left in your home court, you have to close that game. There's no excuse. Go ahead.
Whew. Man, last night was a roller coaster. It was very much a roller coaster. I feel like I'm going to repeat a lot of what I said in the video because I did wake up this morning very upset. I was very upset.
Woke up with a stomachache
Yeah,
type deal.
shit was dead hurting. I was just like I went to sleep last night. I stared at my ceiling for a minute. I was just like, how did we lose that game? Like, I don't understand what's going on with us. So boom, woke up, felt good. The game, it was a couple things happening throughout the game. I feel like we was in control majority of the game.
100%
Like
true.
it really felt like this is Detroit at home, Cleveland on the road. Donovan can't score on the SAR
It was
again.
terrible.
Like James Harden's playing well, but we're still maintaining that, that lead, that energy. They're putting out the white boy lineup. We're good. Just get physical. And Drew, you mentioned a good point, and I said this in the video. I wish people would actually watch the video
Yep.
because there were people under the comments saying don't blame the refs. Where in fact, I did not blame the refs at all. I even said to start the video, shout out to Cleveland. They played hard. Shout out to James Harden.
This is not on you, Cleveland.
Like I said it so loud and nobody heard. Like Harden played great. Screws hit. It felt like when we were up 12, Screws hits a big 3. Now they're down 9. It felt like we were going on a run. Then Screws hits another 3, and now they're back in it. Like Screws hit some timely threes. Oh, me too. Now I hate him so much.
Bro.
Evan Mobley was great defensively. Jared Allen, don't sleep on him. He had some good moments in this game. Dennis Schroeder, when he got in the game, gave you a spark. So like Cleveland, first of all, I don't know what Dean Wade does. I know he's a good defender. But Lord have mercy. This is like his second game where he's had 0-0-0. It's crazy to me. He just whatever. Credit to Cleveland. In a game where, like you mentioned, Drew, we were up 9, even with all the bullshit from the refs. And I truly, firmly believe the refs were on some bullshit. They were on some 100 free throws to 50, and we go to the rim more. We were still up 9. We were still up 9. We were up 14 at one point. We were up 9 with 3 minutes left. And Dels, you said it perfectly. There was a Karis LeVert 3 in the corner, wide open.
Yep.
Brick. There was a Tobias Harris 3 on the wing. Brick. There was a Tobias Harris mid-range with, I believe Donovan was guarding him. He kind of rushed it. Brick. Paul Reed went to the rim, got blocked. There was opportunities in this game where I felt like we had it. We fucked up. We fumbled it ourselves. We lost this game. Cleveland capitalized. They got the W. We can't blame nobody else. We can be upset. Absolutely. Now, I was upset this morning. But I'm also saying in my video, bro, this is on us. This is we did not execute at the level that we should have executed. And you can point it to like substitutions. You can point it to not missed shots. You could point it to Cade. You could point it to, Tobias. Collectively as a group, fuck individually, collectively as a group, we did not execute the way we wanted to. We did not have a plan in the fourth quarter when they started to throw 2 bodies at Cade. And then eventually when we did, Dennis, he missed some good looks that he probably should have made early in the game.
Good game, too.
Yeah, and like it just, everything felt frozen at the end of the fourth. And Cleveland, they have more shot makers. Donovan Mitchell, he started to wake up off the ball.
Yep.
Harden, he was playing off the ball a little bit. You saw him get a little bit going early in the game because he was able to get off ball, be a movement shooter. And then Evan Mobley hit a timely 3, hit a big bucket. Then they got a couple turnovers down the stretch. So they just felt like, it felt like they wanted it more. It felt like the talent discrepancy showed at the end of the game. And then overtime, they just came out with more energy. They just came out with more gas. You talk about how we only have one guy, but I feel like the style of play that we played, that toughness, that energy, we also didn't show it in that end of the fourth quarter. And that's why we lost that game. I think I'm still super confident. I still think we can win this series. I still think we just came back from 3-1 in an ugly, disgusting series. And I think going down 3-2, like you mentioned, Cleveland just won their first road game. Well, why can't we go win our second road game? Why can't we go shock the world and win a road game and beat Cleveland and, destroy their undefeated streak in the home this playoff. So I think we have the guys to win this game. I think we've showed that in this game. And we even showed that in game 3. When we were in game 3 in Cleveland, Harden had the clutch performance, and obviously Cade had the 3 turnovers in a row. He kind of botched it too. We've had opportunities in the clutch where we could have easily turned the series around. We got to just go out there and play 1 through 4, 48 minutes of Detroit brand basketball. But I think we can still win. I'm super confident. I'm not like I didn't lose sleep with this shit because I still feel like we're talented enough to get this shit done. I like the way they've played. Harden has been great, but if Harden and Cade can match themselves, which he has done that, everybody else just got to pick up the pieces. And like you mentioned, Tobias, pick up the pieces.
Yeah.
Duren, give me something.
It sucks that I had to mention Tobias because I think Tobias really has been super consistent offensively for you guys.
He has been.
The issue is that Duren has been so putrid.
And if Allar can continue to take Donovan out the game,
yep,
and you can just get Cade to match Harden, everybody else has to pick up the pieces. They have to.
So I'll say this, and then Joel, if you want to say anything else. I thought you guys controlled the game for 45 minutes.
100%.
45 minutes, the Detroit Pistons were in control of the game. The last 3
I'll say 43
minutes,
because they took it. Took the lead
Cavaliers
in the third.
had a lead for
They took the lead in the third.
point.
So I'll say like
Good
43,
point.
42.
But game of runs at that point, they're starting to get hot. But then you guys regained control of it,
Easily.
which is kind of what the ebb and flow of the game was telling me. The last 3 minutes of the game, I watched Detroit play like they were begging for the clock to ring 0. Not playing to win the game, playing not to lose it.
Yeah.
And the one possession that sticks out more than any was the 24-second shot clock violation because it seemed like there was no plan, especially down the stretch after Mobley makes that 3. Now it feels like you guys are scrambling when you guys are still playing with the lead. It didn't seem that way. And I think that that's where experience comes into play and also having somebody that you can rely on after Cade. In that scenario, and you and I were talking about it before the show, and more often than not, I agree. When two are meeting a player, when Cade is getting doubled, yes, Cade is good enough and smart enough to know where to kick that pass to get somebody else going, because if you're doubling me, that means somebody's open. More often than not, Cade is good at getting the ball out of there and not being overwhelmed by the double. In that closing moment, I want Cade to start being aggressive. In overtime, I need Cade to be aggressive because he knows, and the game had shown, he was their option. He was their most consistent, reliable. That's the Detroit Pistons. We know that. In that moment, you got to let it all out there. You got to empty the clip. And sometimes making the smart play is not always the great one. I think he's picked up elite habits, yes. I think he knows and has the tools to work out of a double. In these scenarios, when your guys don't have it, you got to let it go. And he has shown that in the past, which is why it kind of bothers me to a certain extent on yesterday's game, because you guys had it won.
I think the brutal part about that too is that used to be Duren's spot all regular
Good
season.
point.
Like you hit the double, he sees 2. You hit Duren. Duren's has been all season where he can hit the guy on a short roll, hit a guy in the corner, or he just go. He hasn't been able to catch the ball, finish. Like he's just, you can't do it no more. And that's where it puts you in the funk where now you have to put Jenkins there, who hasn't played there all year. Like Duren's just, golly, man, this nigga is garbage.
And we asked for Allar to pick up on ball late in game. The one that stuck out to us was when in game 3, Harden was just picking apart Duncan, picking apart Tobias. And Duncan wasn't in these closing lineups, but you saw
He's hurt, yeah.
You saw Allar get put on Donovan, them switch off, but Allar be mindful of that, still trail behind, and was able to close out on Donovan and get the steal. Now, good on you for not mentioning that last play. It was a foul. No matter what, no matter how you shake it, Allar gets a clean swipe on the ball.
I just felt like we lost the game before that.
Fair, but that is where still you get the stop.
Yeah.
That is still a winning play. You get the stop on Donovan. You have an outlet pass to make. He is running free at the cup to, at minimum, get a shot off. Let's say that. There's not that much time left on the clock, but even when the ball goes out of play, it looks like there's a little bit of time. Foul or not. That's a whistle. It's unfortunate you guys couldn't rally after that in overtime. It seemed like your hearts were out of it in OT.
Yeah, that I don't bring up that play because obviously I was upset about it. I do think it was a foul. and it hurts because both teams were in a bonus.
Yes.
So whether he makes the free throws or not, that's a question for another
Fair
day.
enough.
But he goes to the line with 2 free throws, and it's probably like a second or two on the clock, which gives you a chance to set up your defense. That hurts. But I do feel like, and that's why it's 2 things can be true, where we may feel like they robbed us. We lost that game way before that play where we were up 9 with 3 minutes left. You can't botch that.
It's a winning play though. Like shout
No,
out to
but first of all,
Asar for still
for the fact that he didn't even foul Donovan,
Yes.
and he was able to get a clean
getting
steal.
back in the
Like,
play.
best defender I've ever seen in my life. I'm not even gonna sit here and cap you. Like outside of bigs, best wing. Like I don't know how he does the shit he does without a frontal lobe. He's still super young. He hasn't even developed.
Fully developed.
Yeah,
well
like he
done.
hasn't
He's got
developed.
one, yeah.
It's insane how he's
Uh-huh.
super young. This is year 2 or year 3, 'cause but he missed a year.
Yep.
So it's really like year 2, and his instincts are so crazy. Shout out to him to stay in it. And then even the recovery on Donovan, then the block on Jared Allen
Yep.
was fucking insane because it's like, how do you even have the agility or the speed to just do stuff like that and have the energy to jump? But yeah, that play was rough, but you had 5 minutes in OT. You lost it.
There's just no offense. The minute they went up 4, game over.
It was,
Yeah. We win in game 6 though.
Listen, I'm still gonna ride with Detroit. There's no reason to switch. It is what it is.
I'm gonna ride until it hits clock
0-0-0.
0-0 and they're up. That's
Mhm.
it.
I mean, picking the Cavaliers doesn't look so stupid now, huh? Is it?
Nah,
You know, it's not looking so
fair enough.
stupid now. You know, the comments like, hey, you know, you mentioned all these reasons for the Cavaliers
reasons
being
were nuts.
anti.
It'd be like that
No, I
sometimes.
said, listen, bro, I don't really trust them, but I
Shut up.
trust them more than the Pistons.
up.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Don't piss me off.
And now it's
Sometimes
not
I
looking
listen to
it's not
lose.
looking so dumb because even though I did not trust the Cavaliers as a team, I trusted the Pistons even less. They cannot score the ball. They cannot. And Asar Thompson is an elite defender. He's held his matchups to 8 for 23 from the field when he contests them. 17%, I believe that is. He's been awesome.
I think it's.
But
a little
outside
bit
of
more than
him-
that, but
It's
that's
definitely-
still
Well,
not.
somebody
good.
hasn't
Touch
scored on
hard,
him
but
yet.
Huh?
Still
Somebody
like
hasn't
20%.
scored on him yet.
Harden has not scored on him. Damn.
Tracking data.
4 for 23.
Oh,
It's
four,
more
there you
than
go.
See, now
23.
that now that might be
And
17%.
Donovan barely scores.
Yeah, that
on
is
him.
17%. 4 for 23. When he's contesting, they're shooting 17% on him. He's been elite. But they have weak defenders all over the floor that don't include him. And no, K's not a weak defender. He's a good one. You know, getting you a little, can you bring him out for a dance? Donovan Mitchell does. He does a salsa on him outside a little bit.
You
Gets
can't
right
name
by
nobody
him.
else that brings about for
You know,
a dance.
he does them. You know, he does them in those moments. But yeah, listen, I'm going with the Cavaliers, and I think they ended at home. They've been undefeated at home all year long, and I think they get it done. I think that they get to the conference finals, and they won't stand a chance against the Knicks, but at least they made it that far, and that's
Why
good
didn't they stand a chance? They got Harden.
because
What do you say?
We're
4,000,
too
1,000, 1,000. If LeBron was in this series, if Kobe was in this series, if MJ was in this series, you'd say they have a chance.
in their prime, if Harden was in his
Oh,
prime,
true,
I mean,
true. That's a
they
good
might
point.
make it all
That's
the
a good
way.
point. That's a good point.
But he's not. He's 36 years old. Still a great player, by the way. At
He
this same time frame, at this age, Dwayne Wade was
Okay.
on his
Dwayne
last
Wade
leg.
had no cartilage in his knees.
Yeah, he was cooked, but James
Feels
Harden's
like
still doing
unnecessary
that.
shot, but-
Very
he
high
also
level.
left his career with 3 rings, Finals MVP, 36 a night in the finals,
Remarkable.
multiple time All NBA,
Remarkable.
multiple runs, moments. We're talking about moments.
He has peak. Harden has longevity. 2 greats.
Longevity with no ring just feels like Charles Barkley.
It feels like Chris Paul. Chris Paul's a great.
Carmelo.
Oh, Jesus.
Sorry,
Let's
I
not
forget.
compare
Can't speak
Harden.
on-
I forget, but I mean,
to-
talk
to
about
bad
longevity.
That brother longevity is
longevity's
all
nuts.
time, man.
Yeah, let's not compare Harden
You know.
to bad people up here, man.
And I got Detroit,
Harden's a
bro.
good guy.
I'm
He is a
staying.
good guy.
He is.
He's a father, and
Is he?
he said he is a father. Yes.
Oh, is he
How
really?
many
He's a
kids do you have?
father.
He's so secretive with
Just
it.
one.
You really never
Just one.
know.
I saw it at starting 5. He might have more. I
Is
don't
he
know.
with that girl in the starting 5?
I'm not sure. I just know that he got a son.
Oh, okay.
I saw like a clip of them and stuff, and just a low key dude, man. He's just trying to live his life, but he would keep talking about him, keep chatting about
That's
him.
why you're here.
And
to respect
he
him,
said after the
defend
game
him.
3 win, he said, "What chatter?
That was hard.
What chatter?
That was hard.
You know, I just play basketball and I just do the best I can to have my team win. That's what he does.
We're gonna win Game 6.
And I understand.
Were you
I understand
tearing
the
up when you heard that?
frustration. I listen.
Love you, Harden.
I really understand the frustration with the referees. I've been there multiple times.
I don't think you've ever been here.
I am not going to be apologetic for James Harden finally getting the benefit of the whistle in the playoffs.
He's due.
Because I seen him go up against juggernaut teams and not get whistles, and
Where's
it
the
could have
correlation?
changed the series.
Where's the correlation?
I'm just saying, I'm not going to be apologetic. Finally, the whistle goes Harden's way. mean, Game 3, it was remarkable that Cleveland
Brown was
won and
right,
Scott Foster officiated that game.
Jaylen Brown was right, man. They really only called the push off on him.
Oh,
man.
no, that's a fact.
This shit is actually
That's a
nuts.
fact.
It's really nuts. No, listen, I said it. I'm gonna say it again. Cleveland, you don't need to apologize for anything. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. I'm a ref. I've been there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a coach. I've been there. It's not your fault. It's not the other team's fault that the ref sees a man blatantly push off
They
and they're just like
that too.
and they just ignored
And
it.
they say he like hit his knee or some shit.
Fucking lost me. They
Oh
didn't
my
even
God,
go to knee.
Jaylen Brown does that. He probably gets thrown out the fucking
Yeah,
game.
no. Listen, I ain't listen. 100 was it 100 free throws to 54?
Something's not
One of the
adding up.
most is one of the most historic free throw
Check
disparities.
those referees'
you know?
betting accounts. You know what I'm saying?
We're still in it. Fuck them niggas. We don't need them niggas to win. I ain't gonna lie.
I want to see a Game 7, man. I definitely do.
Listen,
I don't.
We could be down 10.
It's
We
over.
could be down 20.
I don't. I just don't trust the Game 7. The knot in my stomach.
Oh no, that's gonna be so fun.
Let's just finish it in
James
But,
Harden.
7.
bro, for the Knicks, get even more rest. I mean, y'all got enough rest at this point. It's time to play.
They'll be fine. It don't matter if it's in 6 or 7. None of these teams stand a chance against the Knicks.
I think it's like a 5-game series.
We'll talk
regardless.
about the Knicks and the conference finals predictions later, but I wanted to talk about the Timberwolves and Spurs. Any change from this? I mean, I switched to Timberwolves mid-series. I'm going to switch back to the Spurs. I mean, they're much better.
I respect
You
it.
can't do that, bro.
I just did.
You can't, they're already up, bro. They're already up.
Great point.
What is wrong with you,
You
yo?
cannot stop him.
We lost dignity.
Why did you switch
Well,
to the
you can't
Timberwolves
lose
in
it.
the
He never
first
had it.
place?
Bro,
'Cause I like-
they're
Never had
already
dignity.
Dells, they're up.
He never
It's
had
easy to
dignity.
just be like, yeah, I have the Spurs now. They're winning the series. Like,
I like Minnesota, but I don't mind. I said it when I made the prediction too.
after game one,
One
you
of
were
it,
ridiculous.
the prediction wasn't like some stone cold concrete. Like, yeah, this is
Brother.
It was more so, yeah,
Don't,
you know,
don't
I
say
would like
that
them to
now.
win.
Oh
I was
my
just
God.
on your side, but don't say that
But
now.
this is, I said it in a segment. What I said was Minnesota, they seem to play well against every team outside of OKC. For me, I want San Antonio to advance because I think they pose a better threat to OKC.
I don't believe you. But
I don't think Minnesota could beat OKC. I think San Antonio could beat OKC. I do. Because it is going to be clear when they play in the series that Wemby's just better than Shea. It's not going to be a conversation.
We're standing on that now?
It's going to be
Wemby's best in the
pretty
world?
it's going to be crystal clear that
I
Wemby's
feel like
better
he's
than Shea.
attacked SGA lately.
What else?
Like just every time, ever since we started bringing SGA up to Kobe, now it's been kind of this like I don't want to anoint him best in the world. I kind of want to
I just complimented Shea saying that he's going to stack up his resume earlier.
Is that really accomplishment or just telling what's going to happen?
Wemby is a player that has potential to go down as the greatest of all time. It's as simple as that.
Easy.
It's as simple as that. And Shea is an all-time great and can peak like a top 15 player ever, but there is a gap.
Yeah, he said top 15.
There or 10. It could happen. But there is a gap. There is a gap between Wemby's impact and how much he can suffocate OKC's offense and make what they do best just unreliable in that postseason setting. And I think offensively they
So
can
then
do
why'd you
just
pick
enough.
Minnesota?
Yeah, I wanted to see them win. I really didn't care.
But
This
then you just said you want to see the Spurs.
This
win.
is what's.
It didn't matter to me.
You're,
It really
you're
didn't matter to
losing.
me.
You're losing me.
At this point, I'm for everybody in the field outside of OKC.
I got it. We
That's
got
it.
it. We got it now. We got
Of
it.
course, I want the Knicks to win. I think we have a better chance against San Antonio, which is why I would like to see San Antonio eliminate OKC. Both are high-level challenges, though.
Yes.
Like, even if it's OKC or San Antonio, it's not like, wow, I'm thrilled to play San Antonio. No, it's just I think we match up better with them than OKC overall, and they don't have that experience, and we've been there. We've been battle-tested multiple times, been through multiple years of adversity.
You know,
They are battle-tested.
Drew, I want to say I respect you
Why is that?
because one thing you do is when you plant your flag,
Mhm.
you plant your flag.
Okay.
There is no moving the flag. There is no shifting the flag. Either you plant your flag or you take it out and you're no longer with the flag
Fair
anymore.
enough.
This guy just went on a 10-minute tangent. 10-minute tangent on how at first he was rooting for Minnesota. He wanted Minnesota to win. Then, I want the Spurs to win. Now it's the field versus OKC. And then it's, well, I think Wemby's just more impactful than
He
SJ.
is.
But then Wemby's more impactful than Ant. Duh. But
He
no,
is.
I still want to take Minnesota.
Well, and he loves.
To be fair to me,
It's no. It's just clear. It's all
when,
SGA.
when the series was, what was it? We were
It
here
was 1-0.
recording when we got ejected.
Yeah.
We didn't know if he was going to miss the next game or not.
Were we here?
No, we were not.
Nah,
No,
nah.
Well, we were. It might have been before or a little bit
it
after.
was before.
I'm not sure entirely, but
No,
Minnesota's
he's trying to
playing
give
well.
himself a
He's
cop
lying.
out.
No, he's lying. We were
capping.
nowhere near here when Wemby got ejected.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. I've seen basketball from these two teams played.
It was 2-1, and I think you took Minnesota.
And Wemby and the Spurs, they have just dominated Minnesota. They have looked like they're on a different class. I think the thing that hurts for Minnesota the most.
I think it was 1-0.
1-0.
Yeah.
This is what hurts for Minnesota the most. What hurts for them the most is the fact that Julius Randle has reverted back to
terrible.
Knicks playoff Julius Randle. Last postseason, Randle played fantastic outside of the series against OKC. Randle was it was a revelation. Finally, he's translating to the postseason. Thankfully. But then this year, you haven't gotten that same level of Julius Randle, especially in a series against San Antonio, in a series in which they don't have those big burly forwards that guard him. They have a lot of 6'6" tweener perimeter defenders, and Randle's shot diet is just so tough that in the postseason it becomes something that's just more unreliable. I think there have been other players in the past that most of their game comes from their mid-range diet, and it just doesn't translate well to the postseason. Unfortunately, Randle falls into that bucket. I think Anthony Edwards is an example of he did all he could. He's ready for the moment.
He's also
clearly.
hurt still.
He is playing
100%.
hurt, and he's still playing well. It's just the talent around him. He needs a true second star for them to finally get over the hump.
Got Jaden McDaniels. What are we doing? He's got Jaden McDaniels. He don't
You
need
are
KD.
sick in the
Got-
head.
Yo,
They do.
you're just digging a hole deeper and deeper.
How?
What do you mean how? Listen, Joel, I've sat here super quiet the
Don't know
whole
why.
time while you're talking. This is the worst of it all. I was cool with you saying, I wanted to see the Spurs win because I wanted to see them go
Allegedly.
against OKC. And I was fine with you saying, I wanted to see Minnesota win. I was fine with that. This is this final straw.
They don't have a true
Jaden's
second
Because the
star.
way that you glaze Jaden McDaniels.
Oh, we're really bringing Jaden McDaniels
for you
into
to
this?
be like,
Brother, there's
what?
a moment
the-
Second star?
There's a moment you had him over Jaylen Brown.
No, this is an all-time quote.
You want me to find the-
We have KD, they have KD, but we have Jaden McDaniels. This is the best quote ever. Jaden McDaniels is the best thing since sliced bread. And now he needs a better second star when Jaden Daniels and Julius Randle, because you're only talking about Julius Randle. You're not talking about Jaden McDaniels, who's been shitty.
From three, he shot the ball awful. Jaden McDaniels has not played well in this series, but he doesn't get second option touches. That's Julius Randle.
Good.
He is not their second star on paper.
Well,
And
the
yeah,
Nuggets
maybe it is a
series.
good thing because I don't think Jaden Daniels could scale up his offensive game to being consistent like that on a night-to-night basis. But Jaden McDaniels is a heck of a player. He's a cornerstone for Minnesota. He takes on the toughest offensive assignments.
He's the OG role.
I saw people throw him in trade packages in these last couple of games.
Jaden McDaniels has not lived up to his billing. I do think that Randle is the bigger problem because he's the one that,
He is the
that
bigger
is
problem,
expected to score 20 plus. So regardless of my thoughts on Jaden McDaniels, the truth is that Julius Randle has been awful. And it's a big reason why Minnesota has been uncompetitive in parts of this series, and really as of lately. I mean, they almost beat Minnesota without Wemby on the floor, and then they make a crazy run where they go on an avalanche, and they just blow them out. San Antonio they're able to turn on a switch against Minnesota to where they can just blow them out the water and shut down everything they do. And a lot of it is coming from the fact that they're doubling Anthony Edwards almost every time he gets in there. They're sticking to him. And somebody else on the team got to do something. They got to beat whoever their matchup is. But they don't have players around Anthony Edwards to consistently win those advantages.
I mean, the Spurs are just better. They've lost 3 games with Wemby on the court. It was the game he got concussed, the game he got ejected, and then a 2-point loss in game 1. Oh yeah, McDaniels over JB. That what was this, like a week ago? Riv's just throwing up some
for the
old
contract,
text.
This is May
I would do
1st.
it.
Oh my God.
For the contract, I would do it.
Who would you rather have right now, Jay McDaniels or Jaylen Brown? Right now, you pick him up today. Fuck a contract.
$20 million for $53 million.
I promise you, Anthony Edwards would pay for the
They're
ticket
boys
to get
too.
Jaden
They're both
McDaniels
from
the
both
fuck
from
out of there.
Georgia.
He would cry real tears to have Jaylen Brown play on Minnesota. No, that's the shit we want. We want Jaylen Brown out of Boston.
We don't want shit they got.
You don't want Jaden McDaniels? Let's see how that goes.
wanna
Let's see how
switch
Jaden
this-
McDaniels looks in Boston.
I want to switch the subject
I bet
Smart.
you do.
because I noticed something. I noticed how Jokic wasn't able to get his game off on Gobert in the first round.
I need you to keep talking.
And I've noticed that Wemby, the guy who's not as good offensively as Jokic, has gotten his game off on Gobert will.
He's not.
He's not what? Can his game off or better?
No, he's not as good offensively
Why
as
the
the Joker.
fuck is he frying Gobert?
Sometimes that happens.
Yeah, I mean, if you think Wemby's a better offensive player than the Joker,
But why is he frying?
You think
why is
7
he
games
frying the
changes
guy?
that?
7 games.
5 games, 4
5
games,
games,
because he got suspended.
We won't
or
need
missed a
7.
game.
We won't need 7.
Sorry, 5 games. Well, it's 6 now.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. Do you think 6 games changes that?
What I know for a concrete fact is
Mhm.
that Nikola Jokic has looked inferior to
Yep.
his normal self
That's fair.
when he sees Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, you're right.
100%.
In these
You're not lying.
in these last 2 playoff meetings between them, when Wemby sees Rudy Gobert outside of game 1 this series, which, hey, I'll give it to Rudy. Great job. Way to set the tone.
I'm with you.
It is food.
Okay.
It is food.
You're
So
you're
it's
correct.
a different matchup.
Name me
Like,
a
for Gobert,
Name
you
me a
have,
single big.
it's just different.
Name me a single big
He's getting
that
his
has
game off right
limited
now.
Victor Wembanyama
He
in
hasn't
the
really-
NBA.
He hasn't really.
Give me one big.
Embiid?
Who stopped him? Good answer.
Embiid?
And here's
That
the
was
issue
like
with
2
Embiid.
years
Yeah.
ago.
He straight up cannot stay on the court. The only person
Yeah, that's
who will
fair.
put fears in my heart when it comes to Wemby is
Mitchell Robinson?
Joel Embiid. Has he locked up Wemby?
I don't know. I'm
What are you
just
talking about?
saying.
Like somebody guarding Wemby or Wemby guarding them?
No. Somebody guarding Wemby.
Oh, fair.
Who? No one. No one.
Definitely not.
No
Chet.
one.
No.
Can't stop him, especially when the 3 ball's falling. But here's what the beautiful part of the game has been for Wemby. He's not shooting it unless it's obvious I should.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Game 1, he learned a lesson.
Yeah.
And he has taken it accordingly in these last few games. He is taking what the defense is giving him, but on top of it, he's being mindful. Sometimes that's not always the way to go about it because the defense is telling me, shoot these threes. I'm 7'5". Rudy Gobert can't stop me,
Go to the
even if
rim.
his life depended on it. I'm going to get mine.
So can I ask a question? Can I ask a counter question?
No, but I think the question that Joel is posing is fair. Why is it
Mhm.
that Mr. 1A of offensive ability
It is.
struggles so immensely against Rudy Gobert,
Mhm.
but the inferior, maybe not even top 10 offensive player in the league, some said, not me,
I don't know
some
if-
said,
I don't know if I said that.
some said maybe not top 10.
These Jokic numbers are still nuts. Against Minnesota, he's still nuts. 29, 11, and 8, and then 26, 13,
He had
and
some
10.
games.
I'm going to
He had
quote
some
Riv.
games.
It's PRA merchant.
No, it's definitely a little PRA because the
Yo,
efficiency is definitely not as great,
yes.
especially this last
Here-
run.
okay, sometimes matchups kill you. Look at Shaq and Ben Wallace. Sometimes a man can just stop you. My question is, does this, because we are very we're in the moment, guys. So let me ask you guys this question. I'm asking you two guys this
I'm
question.
in the moment.
No, you.
I'm in
we're-
the
we're-
moment,
I
guys.
said we are. We all are together, collectively. Sometimes we're in the moment.
Because the Wemby stuff, y'all just catch on.
But does this
You've been seeing the light, my
does
brother.
this
I
change?
acknowledge you.
Does this change like your opinion on Wemby versus the Joker offensively because of a matchup against Rudy Gobert?
A
Because
little
if
bit.
that's the case,
a little.
why can the Joker get his game off against Wemby?
No, that's Jokic gets nothing but credit for that.
So does that sway your opinion on that, or is just this is only the matchup that matters? Like, does 82 games not matter, or last
No, it
year,
does.
or
It
him
does.
being one of the most efficient offensive players,
is.
or him being one of the most efficient post up? Like, does that not matter? It's just what we've
Because
seen.
postseason time, unfortunately,
Mm.
unfortunately,
When he plays Wemby,
Wait
I
a
mean,
minute.
we plays Rudy. Yes,
what happens?
I'm with you.
I
So I'm
just
asking you,
think-
does it matter?
I just think Jokic just got lucky. I think he got lucky.
How do you
that-
get lucky putting up 30, 10, and 10?
I think he got lucky that his embarrassing moment came against Rudy Gobert in the first round and not what Wemby was going to do to him in the second round.
He
Wemby
averaged
would have
like 40
absolutely
on Wemby.
locked his ass up.
He
But
kills
Jokic
Wemby.
killed him in the regular season.
I don't care about regular season.
Rudy
Playoffs is
locks him
different.
up a lot. Like that's just a matchup he struggles with.
Playoffs is different. Playoffs, I think Wemby would have definitely, he would have took his lunch.
You think in the regular season, Wemby was taking a fucking light on the Joker?
Wemby actually takes the regular season pretty hard.
No, he was trying that game for
Yeah.
sure. Jokic was giving him the business.
Yeah, listen.
he had a hot game.
I don't know if you could say
Nikola Jokic,
he did it
what do you mean a
twice.
hot game?
He did it twice.
You act like this is fucking Max Strus hitting 5 threes or something.
this nigga right here-
The good thing is
I
that
can't stand
the
him.
good
yo.
thing is that Wemby was dogging him the way that he
He's-
should.
100%, 100%.
Jokic cannot stop Wemby.
Ooh, yeah, he can't
Credit
stop
to-
anybody.
Credit to Jokic. He acted like Nikola Jokic.
Who would
But
Rudy rather
that's-
play? Or
Huh?
the Joker?
Who?
Who would he rather play?
Probably.
bang, just fucking strength
But
for strength.
that's the problem. These
Yeah.
last 2 series that we've seen from Jokic in the playoffs, 3 you could argue, although I thought he was pretty good against the Clippers. Thunder, he was inconsistent.
That's a tough defense.
Agreed.
He played pretty good.
Thunder's
And he was hurt
tough
that
defense,
series.
but I promise Wemby sees the Thunder,
Yeah.
he acts irregularly.
The Joker was hurt that series, though. To be fair,
he was not
Was he
hurt
hurt?
this series too.
I'm not really gonna give him that one, but I will say
I'm
last
not
year.
saying
I
he
will
was
say
hurt
last.
this
I'm saying last year he was hurt. Like against OKC, he was hurt.
Ooh.
He was hurt.
It would have been undeniable if the Nuggets would have found a way to beat the Wolves in the first round, and Wemby would have then beaten the Nuggets and Jokic in the second round, and then went on to the conference finals. And I think that they're going to beat OKC in the conference finals. It would have been undeniable at that point if he beat Jokic and Shea in the same run that he's better than both. I think even without seeing him play Jokic head to head in the playoffs, I still think Wemby is better than him because I think we are finally starting to realize Jokic's defense is a bigger problem than we are led to believe. Some people have caught on to it for a while now. I do think that years ago when they went on the run, he was better defensively.
He was.
He's regressed a lot in that area, and it hasn't been something where they could just turn on a switch.
But they also regressed as the team on defense.
That is true. And then with OKC, I just think Shea has more impact than Shea. I think Wemby has more impact than Shea. I think the offensive impact and then what he does defensively, it's just hard to match. It is no disrespect, and maybe if I'm coming too aggressive in my tone, but it is no disrespect to Shea or Jokic. It's just Wemby is one of the greatest two-way superstars that this game has ever seen.
Dog. He had 42 and 22 against the Thunder last year.
I told you he had some moments.
Then he had 44 and 15.
Yes. All right, read some other ones.
29, 14, and 8.
Mhm.
There's a stinker. 17 and 8.
What was the closeout?
They played like shit. 29 and 7. It was a shitter.
Yeah. No,
Game before that, 29, 14.
it was embarrassing, that one. But
Yeah, that was a
I
shitter.
think
No,
Jokic played fine.
were
His
those 40
teammates weren't
balls
good.
in OKC?
Yes.
Nuts.
On the road, yes.
Tough.
Yes. They lost
One
they
was
lost
an
the second
overtime
one.
game. I know.
Game 3.
3.
He had 20, 16, and 6.
That's when they went up 2-1,
Mhm.
right? And then you had the clip. Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, I think Wemby, it could be by the end of this series, end of this run, whatever it might be. He could have a real case for it. I just don't like because of this matchup, Joker struggled and Wemby's killing. That's what decides it.
Well, you've also been on the wrong side of history too, unfortunately.
No, I mean, I said when we had the debate, I said, like, Wemby could do it by the end of the season. But until he does it, like, if they go out and the Thunder win in 6 or 7 games.
7-5 two-way godly play translate in the playoffs? I don't know.
He's been great. I never said he was going to play ass. Like, I just said I'm not going to go up here and be like the first player in NBA history to never play an NBA game or NBA playoff game is the best player in the
Shea
world.
hadn't played in the playoffs, and we knew he'd be a dog. Sometimes
But was he
you
the
know.
best player in the world at that moment? No.
No, but that's different because two-way play from Wemby is
You
just
guys are hilarious.
It's just like, can we wait like 4 more months? Like, that's all I was really asking
you don't
for.
have
Like,
to. You don't have to. Sometimes
No,
you just know.
it kills me because the Joker lost. Joker played like shit. Now all of a sudden he's ass. Now all of a sudden,
well, who's saying Jokic is
the
ass?
defense has been
These Gen
Well, the-
Z
well,
fucking
the
click
defense
guys,
the
you know what I
defense
mean?
has been
Like,
an issue.
Well,
He's struggling.
his defense is known.
It is it's
bad.
bad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's-
it's bad.
Not
It-
No
Debate
one will
that.
ever should and won't shit on Jokic's offense. No one should.
For whatever reason, the defense just doesn't come into the conversation with Jokic as being super important. For
Well,
other
that's
players,
not- I don't think
for
that's true.
for Luka, it's something that he gets knocked about. For James Harden, it's something that he's historically knocked about. Jokic is a worse defender than both.
Here's the issue,
Yo,
and
bro.
where I don't disagree completely.
the Joker gets knocked for his defense.
He gets knocked
He's
now,
starting to get it now,
that
yeah.
it's a few years removed from the
Because when
championship.
the championship run, you said he wasn't bad defensively. They
No,
were
he
good
wasn't.
defense in the playoffs. But the last 2 years, he's been pretty shitty. So he's getting knocked for it now.
Now that they're a few years removed from the championship, he is getting criticism. This year has been the loudest
you
because
also lose in the
this
first
also
fucking rounds.
was their most disappointing and his worst performance in the playoffs.
Yes.
Yeah, because the
If I'm-
offense isn't generational, then it's going to be even louder.
Because they were the best three-point shooting team in basketball this regular season. Nothing translated in the postseason.
If I'm not mistaken, every team that Denver faced in their 2023 run,
Here we go.
they were neither one of them were top 10 in offensive rating.
The Lakers were better than what they
Maybe
produced.
Jokic wasn't that good defensively at that run. Maybe he just didn't go up against elite offensive teams.
He went up against LeBron and AD. He went up against LeBron and Anthony Davis. No matter what.
You weren't top 10 offensive rating.
See, but that's the thing.
Devin Booker gave him hell a couple games.
No, he did, and the Suns roster was whack.
It was whack.
It does not matter.
Who they play in the
went
first
up
round that year?
against-
They played Minnesota. And then the Heat in the
LeBron
finals.
and Anthony Davis. And they upset the Boston Celtics.
If Tatum didn't get hurt game 7, that wouldn't have happened.
And they upset the Bucks. And they
Yeah,
upset
they're
the Heat.
scrubs.
They got onto a heater shooting wise, and then they went cold.
Caleb fucking Martin. Where's Caleb Martin these days?
He's not. He's on
Barely
the
in
Mavericks
the fucking
right
NBA.
now.
God, I hate him.
So let me ask you a question.
And Gabe Vincent.
Does that minimize Tim Duncan's year 2?
No, I'm not saying it minimizes Jokic at all.
All right. I'm just curious.
I'm just saying that maybe he wasn't as good defensively as we remember. They just didn't face elite offensive teams.
LeBron AD. LeBron AD.
All right, and AD played great that series.
No, that was actually the series that I hated him the most.
Let me see these averages, bro. Did he average like at least 26?
I don't know.
Because I think he did.
I don't know.
I'd be surprised. I'm gonna look at it
Against them the year after when we lost in 5, AD was excellent.
right now. Yes, he was. I know that series for certain. He played
I have
really well.
nothing to say negatively about him. And
Does anybody care that Devin Booker missed 30 games that year?
no, it matters. And
Chris-
then KD
Chris
was
Paul-
acquired late.
Chris Paul missed a good amount. Mikal Bridges missed about 20 games. Maybe that could drop your offensive
Nah, bro,
rating.
you was mad at this. I mean, AD averaged 27, 14, and 3 blocks.
Maybe PRA merchant.
He shot 49% from the field and 50% from 3, 87% from the
Funky
line.
shit.
So wait,
Go off.
let me ask you a question.
Jokic fried him. That was my problem.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
You're knocking Phoenix's offensive rating. What about them having the 7th defensive rating?
Yeah. No,
And then
Well, he's not knocking
And then-
Jokic's offense.
yeah,
just
the
his
offense from
defense.
Jokic, yeah, it was ridiculous.
No, but I'm saying you're knocking that he was playing good defense because they're playing a
bad offense.
bad offense when they were like 13th when they were hurt that year. But he played a great. Phoenix wasn't a great defense.
those stats also help me. Anthony Davis was still frying.
Every series we've seen an offense take advantage of Denver's defense. Even in that run, Devin Booker was putting up Michael Jordan as playoff numbers against Denver's defense.
As he should.
AD, the numbers show that he went off. Austin Reeves, one of his best playoff series as well.
As he should.
LeBron James, of course. I mean, he's always going to play
So
well.
like
I'm just saying, my whole point is that maybe the problem with Jokic's defense has always been there. It's just they didn't play elite offensive opponents that made us realize how bad it really was.
well, I don't even think Minnesota's an elite offense.
They're not.
They're far from that.
Defensively, though, they're
Yeah.
locked.
Listen, the defense has always been an issue. My question is how much of an issue is and how far are we dropping? Because it feels like now we're just trying to drop them so far down the
Jokic?
list.
You can't
Yeah.
be past
Jokic
3.
at minimum is 3. At
Yeah.
maximum,
One-way superstars could still be one of the
Yeah.
best.
So
in the
then
world.
what's the conversation?
It's really
about?
between
Three?
him. It's between him and Luka.
It's not. I'm sorry.
It's not, bro.
It's not.
It's not.
All right.
I think
It's not, bro.
why?
With respect to Luka.
Why not though?
They're both one-way superstars, right?
Mhm.
Who's the better one?
I think the defense. Give me Luka,
Luka's defense.
I mean,
this
sure,
past
yeah,
year
you
was
would
better than
want the
Joker's.
better of the worst.
and he's the better scorer.
And he's also not a big, so it
Comfortably.
doesn't hurt as much.
The Joker's the better offensive player.
Yeah, for sure. Luka's a better scorer.
I think
He's
their
also
offensive
guard.
games
It's
are
so
pretty
close.
similar.
So close.
Shall
It
I go
is
to
close.
data ball?
Here we go.
It's gonna favor Jokic.
It should.
Everything always favors.
I mean,
Jokic.
every advanced stat is gonna lick Jokic's balls.
Sounds like
But-
you're
You
upset.
sound
But-
sick.
but
you
then-
sound mad as
But
fuck,
then
actually.
Russell Westbrook, you know that EPM or BPM, one of those
I don't
numbers.
even use those. I hate those.
Russell Westbrook's 2017 MVPs or 2017 MVP season, it graded out so high. It graded out as the best.
Was that the year he was by himself?
Yeah.
Oh, then
Okay, but this is the thing. It graded out as the best season ever according to their database, and they changed the formula.
They said this shit can't be
Russ
like this.
had that season,
Nah,
and
they're
then they
cooking.
I
changed
fuck
the
with that.
formula.
Cooking.
Listen, sometimes you do a formula, get your results, and say something's not right.
And that formula has had Jokic consensus all these years
I
and
don't
no
know,
change.
That Russ season was pretty goated.
what? When did they change it?
They changed it after that season, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay. So
It's
it's
kind
Jokic
of
is
disgusting.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny.
It's an inside joke within like the analytic community.
Funny in a disgusting way.
Yeah, you gotta respect the level of hate.
I don't know. What does it say?
She's kind of a washing.
Not Jokic clears him.
He's winning in like 7 categories.
Is it close though, or are they like not close? Like winning in categories, or like the numbers close?
No, not really.
So this is what it was.
Can I see?
It's like +6, +3. Some of them are close.
So this is from a Reddit discussion board. If you guys haven't caught on, I'm on a lot of NBA Reddit discussion boards. There's a lot of nice conversations that happen there. Okay, this is a blog.
3YORAPM. What is that?
I ignored that one. I
Three
give
year
That's your
RAPM.
last 3 years.
It's
I
basically
ignore that one.
RAPM is like an all-encompassing impact stat. That's what it is. That's what all the analytics.
His true shooting should be
nerds
higher.
use.
We agree?
Cool.
Jokic.
That's relative to the league average.
But he just plays closer to the basket. It makes sense that it's
Yeah.
higher.
Well, no, because Luka. Oh yeah, true. Luka doesn't play close to the
Luka takes
basket.
the-
no.
Luka's gonna take 12 threes a night.
Yeah.
But if he hits
So
them,
this
it's
This
is-
isn't a clearing. That's the only thing I would argue is the assist points. I apologize for cutting you off.
Yeah.
What is it up by like 6?
The assist points, it's how many points do you create?
Yeah.
Okay. Jokic is 25.5 to Luka is 19.2.
Yeah.
Played him fine. I'm not
Triple
gonna
handoffs.
hate. I'm not hating. Not hating.
Gotta factor that in.
I'm not hating.
Some niggas dribble handles be whack.
But on ball percentage, yeah, Luka, he clears him in that
Yeah.
regard. Turnovers, 0.3 difference, and Luka's on the ball
Yeah.
16% more of the time. He is taking more 3-pointers, almost 7 of them.
It's really just the efficiency.
It's the true shooting. And again, it makes sense. Also, this was not Jokic's best year 3-point shooting wise
No.
at all.
Neither was
He did
Luka's.
shoot 38%, but there was a point in time where
He
I think it was
fell
the
off a cliff.
post knee
Yeah,
injury.
yeah.
That's where I'm gonna say this is closer than you let off initially.
I mean, we have
Kinda,
to
yeah.
have to understand that before the 2023 run, I don't think that it was a conversation between who's a better playoff performer, Luka or Jokic. It was consensus Luka. Then Jokic had his run, and yeah, that propelled him over. Overall, though, Luka is second all time in playoff points per game. He's one of the best playmakers on the planet, and Dallas has constructed 2 top 10 defenses around Luka
Not one.
post 2020.
Not one.
It's easier to construct around a guard.
And that's what I'm saying. If you're able to hide Luka better defensively and construct a better defense around him, because he's not he's not an anchor like Jokic is supposed to be an anchor for his team defensively. And offensively, you're getting comparable offensive production. I at least think that it's a conversation between Luka and Jokic. I don't think it's a complete clearing that Jokic is better than Luka.
It's not insane. On top of it, this year, considering Lakers roster, the fact our defense was able to turn around and him be he was a key contributor of that as well, which some could argue that that's what led to the injury because he was giving so much effort. Nonsense. I hate that. But also it showed you how much he was putting on both sides of the ball.
So I'll ask this question, and this is going to determine how I'm going to respond after. Before the postseason started, and don't lie to me,
Jokic.
who was 1 and who was 2?
Jokic. won.
Shea,
And who's 2?
Oh.
Jokic.
Was it a conversation?
For me, no.
My God.
No. I mean, Shea is
He's
just...
lying.
For me,
He's
no.
lying. He's
But
lying.
also,
lying.
how can Jokic? Did he have a bad round 1? Yes. Luka didn't play. So just because Luka didn't play, he's over him.
I think that
Who'd you have 3?
Wemby,
Who'd you have 4?
Luka.
So what has changed?
So,
So,
now
the run.
wait, we've
Yeah, I'm saying,
Wemby is taking a fucking leap,
Luka
baby. Nice.
not playing, and then the Joker run has now put Luka closer to the
Sometimes
Joker.
being out helps.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
You don't go out sorry
Because
it can help.
we've had conversations in here about the Joker versus SGA, and it's always been whoever we pick, we felt in here collectively it's
It
been
was
close,
Same tier, for
super
sure.
close, same
1A,
tier.
1B.
So I'm asking, when has the shift been to now all of a sudden it's Joker and Luka and it's close? Because then if that's the case, the way we've had conversations in here, Luka and SGA should be close.
Shea has had the last 2 better regular seasons. He's won a championship.
That's
won a
even
finals
then. That's hard
MVP.
to just say.
Shea has been one of the most efficient guards ever, and he doesn't turn over the ball, and he also provides positive defensive value. And because of that two-way ability is the reason why I have him number 2, only behind Wemby. I think the person who's really swayed me the most here is Wembanyama. I just don't think that we've ever seen something like this, ever. And that it's as simple as that, where it's not a disrespect to Shea or Jokic or Luka. It's just that Wemby, his impact on defense and what he provides offensively is just second to none. So that's why, number 1, I would have him. I would have Shea 2 for what he's accomplished. three. Listen, I still would have Jokic. I don't
hate this.
have Luka
Let me get to it.
over Jokic. I think it's a conversation. Though people act like it's not a conversation. But to your point and what you said, and why don't I have Luka over Shea? Number one, I need to respect what Shea has done, and Shea has done what Luka hasn't just yet. And the last time they played in the playoff series, Shea had the better playoff series.
No,
but
you can't do that.
He's an outlier.
But
He's
I don't.
7'5", he's a demon.
No,
But
it can't. I'm gonna let him finish. I'm gonna let him finish.
But here's the thing. I don't think there's a gap between Shea and Luka either. I don't.
These top four is nuts.
I think Luka
One of
Doncic.
the GOAT top fours ever.
If Luka Doncic was an OKC situation in the last 2 seasons, I think he at least has a championship.
Okay. My next question, because you mentioned you said you don't think it's a gap, and you said you give SGA the respect, so you put him at 2. But that's disrespectful because you dropped him from 1 to 2. But you said you kept him at 2 because of his accolades. You had him at the end of the regular season. You had SGA at 1. But then you said you've seen what you've seen from Wemby in the postseason, which I feel like he did that in the regular season in spurts, but whatever. You've seen what you've seen from Wemby. So you put Wemby up at 1. You said SGA is at 2. And then you said, I have to hold the respect for SGA because of what he's accomplished at number 2. Yet you dropped him a spot. He's about to win another MVP. It doesn't add up. That's why I'm asking.
I've been flirting with the Wemby best in the world thing almost like all season long. I've been flirting with the idea.
All right.
I've been flirting with it.
We're just not.
You said,
all right, like,
you
come
called
on,
me
bro.
so many names.
Because it's just
You had
last
Chet over
season.
him.
Last
You
season.
call-
Wait, no, I did. I never had Chet over him. I said maybe skill for skill.
Last
And Chet has a
season-
lot of skill.
Last season,
Chet does have a lot of skills.
Chet
No.
can really
does,
hit
he
the
does, he
ball.
does.
Like Chet
He does,
ain't not
he does.
skillful.
He
Like
does. He's very skillful.
Wemby's just 7'5" and can do all of those things at a high level too. So
I
it's
just
gonna
higher
look
level.
different.
This is what kills me about this conversation, because this is why I say, Drew, I respect you tenfold. Not saying I don't respect you. You're my bro. I respect you. So let me stop saying that.
Listen, bro, before you finish, it's as simple as this. I really don't give a shit that Wemby don't have nothing on his resume.
and that's fine. But it's the lack of consistency in the conversation and why it's odd to me, because he's been very transparent in the beginning of, I don't give a fuck what anybody has. What I've seen from Wemby is the best. You just told me man to man. You said end of regular season, SJ was 1. Then you said you dropped him to 2 because of the respect of what he's accomplished. He's about to win another MVP.
Shea was
Which
my
means
regular
he should
season.
go back to 1.
Shea was my regular season MVP. He
Yes.
had a better regular season than Wemby.
Yes.
Wemby had better impact than Shea.
Okay,
He just
I
missed
don't hate-
time.
I don't hate that.
And that's the
I don't hate
reason
that.
why Shea was
So
my
if
MVP.
can I help Joel for a second?
Well, let me ask this one more question. Then
Okay.
yes. If SGA goes out there, he plays great, he wins a ring, does he go back to 1?
To be honest, bro, no.
Okay.
All right, respect, because
all
I
right.
said the same shit.
Okay.
Real.
I'm
Now-
kind of
okay.
listen.
Oh, no, it's fair. That's fair.
Listen, number 2,
Mhm.
that's where my consistency starts with the logic.
Wemby's just an
Wemby
outlier.
Okay.
is the Wemby's the only inconsistent flaw in the logic where it's like I really don't need
So he's like your
to see
LeBron.
it. I just think that if we're going to see it soon, we're going to see the Spurs and OKC in a playoff series, and I am 90% certain that Wemby's going to look like the best player in that
Okay.
series.
So why can't we just tag the guy who we've seen it already with?
Okay, I want to say this, and this is what I was going to say.
Mhm.
Not that you need any help. I think you're actually maneuvering this conversation pretty perfectly, in my opinion. What is fine with me is he did the normal thing. I did the irregular thing. I knew I was watching during the regular season.
Mhm.
He was dominant. It was easy for me. This is the best player in the world. The normal thing to do is playoffs started. What were you asking from him?
Just play.
Do it in the playoffs.
Play.
He did the normal thing. And nothing wrong with Joel, what he's doing at all, because he dominated the Blazers. That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
But now you're dominating Rudy Gobert, who just gave Jokic his worst playoff series.
Yeah.
To add to your point, collectively, who has been the best player of these playoffs? Has it been
Okay,
Wemby?
It's been a few
here's a
dudes you could go.
here's a name. Nuts. Karl Anthony Towns.
I don't think there's any been clear.
I don't think it's a
best
clear one
player.
guy.
I will say game 3, this series, no player has had that high.
Like I
Ooh.
No, that high?
Moncarroll
We-
just had 45.
We just saw Wemby have 12 blocks in a game.
He didn't have
was
12.
like
We
8.
argued that. Stop.
Oh, wow, it was
Yeah.
like-
But, okay, you
Fucking
said
bomb.
Boncaro. Respect to you. K did go 45.
I know.
But-
I'm just naming dudes. So, you
but
know what I'm saying?
Wemby
Like,
went
there's a
39, 16 in the fourth, dominant on defense.
I think Cade went like 44 and 12.
No, Cade had an amazing
know?
game.
Here's just where I'm at.
I don't think it's a clear one.
The
But I'm with you.
defense
No, I'm with
with
you. I'm with you.
39,
If I-
16 in the
If I made a
fourth.
list of who the best players in the playoffs have been, number one would be Wemby.
I think that's fair.
He would
Who
be
would
the
be
best.
number 2?
Karl Anthony Towns has to be in this conversation. I'm not even being funny.
He hasn't been better than Cade.
It probably
Okay.
it would
Okay,
be,
Cade probably
it would
two.
be Shea or Cade.
All right.
Shea or Cade.
All right. All
Yeah.
right. I
Cade
don't.
probably two.
And I'm gonna preface this by saying I think this is a good conversation. I think it's finding a middle ground
Mhm.
to the consistency and finding a middle ground to the criteria, because criteria does shake up when an outlier comes into the league.
100% agree.
It does shake up. I think where me and Dell's are at is where the consistency is. You start from the regular season. Regular season's over. You head to the playoffs. End of the playoffs, then you can start shaking up some shit, see where people finish, stuff like that. I think it is unfair to SGA, and I'm glad that person sent out that comment. It is unfair to SGA that he can do everything in the world that we ask of the best players in the world to
Fair.
do. Everything in the world. He can do it twice, and it's still, well, I don't care what he's doing because the guy who's doing it over here but doesn't have what this guy's doing is the best player. That's where I'm like, damn, because if he wins another MVP, that'd be 2 in a row. If he wins another ring, that'd be 2 in a row. Then the finals MVP, that would be 2 in a row. That is damn near 6 accomplishments that put you in the Hall of Fame. Not to mention he's had 5 straight All-NBA first teams,
Amen.
probably 6. And he's still number 2. And if he beats Wemby next round and he plays great and he still doesn't get to 1, I feel like it's fake nuts.
Let me ask you a question. In 2010, Kobe Bryant went back-to-back. Were there not people that still believe LeBron was the best in the world?
Yes.
That's why I say that.
Yes. But LeBron had a what?
LeBron had
Had
the
a
first
what?
teams,
LeBron had a what?
but he never had a championship.
But he had,
never even, he went
had
once. Yes, he
but
did.
He had an MVP. He had multiple MVPs at the time.
Yes.
He had stuff at the time. He had a moment. I'm not saying Wemby doesn't have a moment.
You're,
Alright.
you're
He had a
arguing
moment.
for arguing for like what has been accomplished in accolades wise.
Also impact.
I'm just simply saying eye test.
But SGA has everything.
He has the eye test,
Wemby
too.
has the
No,
eye
I'm saying
test.
I'm saying
Wemby
Shea
has
has
the
the eye
07,
test.
better conversation. In 07,
Uh-huh.
LeBron goes to the finals.
Yes.
Carries that Cavaliers
run put
team
him over.
all the way.
The run put him over.
Tim Duncan just won his fourth at that time,
But
if I'm
Tony
not
Parker was
mistaken.
finals MVP. That hurt him.
True.
That hurt.
But Timmy just won. They
Yeah.
just swept, regardless. Timmy just won his 4th, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Did people not look at that finals run and say LeBron's already in year 4, the best in the world?
And if Wemby does that right now, which would be his LeBron-like thing, I think we can easily just say he's the best in the world. But you tell me this all the time. When Steph won in 2022, you've told me you can make an argument he was the best in the
I
world.
agree with you.
Even though he didn't have the best regular season. This is what's like, I'm saying, like SGA,
Okay.
Wemby, we all agree, has the eye test. He has the impact. I'm not disagreeing with you there. SGA has the eye test, the impact, and the third ball, and that's the accolades. That has to be important.
I think it is important.
Yeah, that has to
I think
matter.
it is.
At some
And
point, it has to.
I
Now,
don't
obviously,
want-
this could change if
Yes.
Wemby beats him in like a
Yes,
couple weeks or
of
so.
course.
That's easy. Actually, I'm saying just right now, today, SGA has everything you want. Still doesn't get number 1, and I get it. Wemby's an outlier. SGA damn near feels like one of those outliers. He's doing some shit that it's rare.
But let's say
Mhm.
if that happens, Shea wins the title, he wins another Finals MVP.
Yeah.
But in the series specifically,
Mhm.
Thunder versus Spurs, Wemby is like clearly he was the better player between the two.
Like it's
It-
not even close.
Yeah, like
I think
it's like,
I
it's
think
like
it makes the conversation harder.
for me, I kind of feel like that's what I'm expecting.
Mhm.
Talk.
That's what I'm
100%
expecting.
And the Spurs to win.
I think the Spurs will win. Yes, they have guarded them well in regular season, and I just said regular season doesn't matter that much. It's
Mhm.
just I've seen OKC's offense in the playoffs struggle. What they have had an advantage over with the Lakers, specifically in the second round series, is that when Shea has been on the bench, they have had these double big lineups that
Yeah, it's been working.
that have milked offensive rebounds and given them extra possessions, and that's why they have won those minutes by a wide margin. I think with San Antonio, they have a bit more size and activity to where that won't be as big of an advantage for OKC. And I really just I'm not a big believer in OKC's offense still. I'm not a big believer in their consistency from outside. They have gotten better pieces this year from AJ Mitchell. They've gotten better play from him. They've gotten an elite shooter in Jerry McCain. So those things are working in their favor. They don't have the same personnel this year as they did last year. Last year it was much more of a liability from deep. I mean, they were one of the worst 3-point shooting teams in the playoffs. But with San Antonio, they have just clearly shown the ability to take away what they do offensively in a regular season. So, and I think that can translate.
Yeah, I mean, the Thunder's still been great in the postseason offensively.
No J-Dub is where.
And he could be back for the conference.
Yeah, bro.
Finals.
I'm looking at their on offs. I just had SGAs. Damn.
It's good, isn't it? Like
no, it's fucking nuts in the playoffs.
But I mean, also his off, it's still positive.
It's amazing. Yeah. He's still.
You know, their bench is blitzing teams. You know.
Yeah. So when he's on the court, offensive rating 127, defensive rating 112. When he's off the court, offensive rating, and it's only 81 minutes, but it's still impactful. 142 offensive rating, defensive rating 96.
That's when he's off.
Yes.
142. Shea.
Yes.
Bro.
Now Wemby,
I mean, it makes sense.
Let me go
Also
to Wemby
like
real
80
quick.
minutes.
They're going,
Yeah.
but it also makes sense. I mean, OKC's bench is blitzing the Lakers and the Suns bench.
It really
Yeah.
is.
It
Now
just
here's the caveat. I think we all, when Wemby's on the floor, obviously they have a better defense when SGA's on the floor. It's a 97.7.
That's when he's on.
Yes, 1990 shit. When he's on the floor offensively, it's 117. So it's good.
Decent.
Yeah. When he's off the floor, the offense kind of slows down, 113.6, but the defense drops off a cliff. But it's still okay. It's 110.5.
Still
But
good.
they play a shit ton of minutes with him off the floor. He's at
Mhm.
195 minutes in the playoffs, 241 when he's on. So that's a bigger.
That's a real.
that's a
You
more
could see their
comfortable- yes,
impact
yes.
when he's on
And
and
he's
off.
also missed time because of
Yeah, so that's a comfortable.
I know
on
what an
off.
obscure playoff run for Wemby, where he has a concussion that forces him to miss a game,
He elbowed the
and
shit out of
he
Naz
elbows
Reid.
the fuck out of
Oh,
Naz
that
Reid.
shit was nuts.
That was hard.
I hated watching it. I'm like, this
He
is
was
kind of
pissed
a
off. You
stain.
could just tell.
But also, you could tell that was kind of his no bullshit moment. Like, yo, y'all think y'all can pick on me because I'm frail.
I
I'm not
respect
as
it.
strong. Fuck you. Bang.
And Joel, to your point, when SGA is off the floor, their offensive rebounding percentage 42.4.
For
Holy
every miss they're
shit.
getting. up
When
for.
he's on,
It's a
it's
coin
27.6. So it's
It's a coin
yeah,
flip
it's,
if they
it's
miss.
wow.
You know,
This team is OD.
they haven't been tested yet, bro. They have the Lakers didn't test them. The Suns didn't test them. The Lakers tested them the best, and it's still like when the OKC
Well
decided to
said.
turn it
Yeah,
on.
I agree.
It was clear, like okay, they can't mess
I
with
agree
them at
with
all.
that.
They haven't been tested in this postseason run. At least Minnesota was somewhat of a test for San Antonio.
For sure.
They've been back conference finals. OKC hasn't ran into that same level of competition. That's what's going to make this conference finals fun. And I said it. I was on Players' Choice and I said it. It was the fact that OKC is not going to have a challenge until the conference finals. They're going to sleepwalk to the conference finals.
Mhm.
That's when their playoffs start. Their playoffs is going to start in a couple days in the conference finals.
Yeah.
That's
crazy.
the luxury of being the one seed, though.
That shit has not
respectfully-
started yet.
Respectfully, being the one seed, they got rewarded.
It's exciting.
And they got to thank Denver for winning that. I mean, Denver lost in the first round, so it don't really matter.
They
So
lost to Io.
what I was referencing earlier is
Good
that
point.
there's a Reddit post and it has a link to the blog, but it says that why was BPM changed? The simplest answer, Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's 16-17 MVP
Yo, that's
season
so funny.
graded out at 15.6 in the original BPM. Essentially, his 10.7 rebounds per game and 10.4 assists per game broke the interaction terms between those statistics. So Westbrook's great season ended up being 20% better than any other season in the database, which just didn't pass the smell test. Along similar lines, assists without rebounds and rebounds without assists were penalized in the original BPM, hurting the likes of John Stockton, Steve Nash, Hassan Whiteside, and Patrick Ewing.
Hassan
Hassan
Whiteside,
Whiteside.
such an insane name.
Yes.
He had
So
a year.
this
So Whiteside.
It was good for.
So
Four.
BPM was changed, and if I'm not mistaken, though I think BPM specifically, it actually, if you're a center and you get assists, it actually boosts you up more in like the database. in
So
general.
That's why Jokic
Russell
gets
Westbrook
plus.
has the greatest
Yes.
season of all time.
in their database, yes, and that's why they changed it.
I'm fine with it, bro. I have no. If somebody comes to me and said Russell Westbrook has the greatest single season ever, I'm gonna disagree. But shout out,
Yeah.
shout out, because he left his heart, his soul, everything in that 17 season.
So when we do our player rankings, right? Let me throw you guys some names and you tell me if they're gonna rise or fall, right? Since we're on the Wemby SGA topic. So Scotty Barnes, perfect example.
Riser.
How many points? How many? Just throw a number, like wherever you had him, if you could remember. How many?
20.
I will say stamped
Mhm.
top 20 player.
Okay,
He probably jumped from top 25 to top 20 for me.
I think that's a good spot. Yeah, I think you can maybe creep him into 18, 17, maybe.
Yeah, that's why I say the top 25 for sure for me. Now after this, top 20.
Okay. What about Paulo? Does he move for anybody?
I think Paulo is super stagnant.
he should stay where he's
Yeah,
at.
he is.
What about Don? How far does Don drop?
He's not dropping though.
I think it depends on who's
He's
behind
dropping
him.
a
He's
bit.
probably behind Scotty now.
He's a top.
Yes.
I mean, like 1920.
Oh wow. Wow,
I guess-
that
I don't know if
is
there's-
not something I thought.
I don't know if there's 20 players better than him.
Scotty.
I was
really
gonna
moved
say
me.
Donovan has been Apologize. Good.
Scotty really moved me. He's top 15 for me.
Scotty's
I'm fine with
great.
that.
I don't know. Donovan's this is his worst playoff run yet,
Yeah, it
and
is.
just a small guard shit that we're seeing across the
Yeah.
league.
The issue is Donovan gave us his best regular season. One of he has had.
He's
some-
kind of giving
some
you that the last
lapses.
3-4
Who's
years.
rather?
Some lapses. Well, here's the thing.
Scotty's younger, so
I
it's
didn't
easier
love
to say.
Donovan Mitchell's season last year.
But it wasn't bad.
It wasn't.
It
It
just-
wasn't.
it
His
just
first
wasn't
team
the
All
same
NBA.
volume.
Also,
It
like
wasn't the
I
same
want to say
volume.
that he was first team All NBA. I just thought that there was other a little bit more deserving than he was. He had a good year, not the first team All NBA.
Yeah.
This year, he was fantastic in the
Yeah.
regular season.
Outside of last year, like you mentioned, the year before that, this year, regular season, he's been all world.
demon, yeah.
He's
I
been
would
all
still
world.
say Donovan Mitchell's a top 15 player to me.
He'd probably be closer to 20, but
Yeah.
same.
I'm trying to rat I'm trying to think of names. 20 names is hard.
Does Derrick White fall?
He was never that high for me.
Well, not top 20.
You don't have to
But I'm
be
just
rude.
thinking risers and
I don't even know
falls.
where I would have him,
He
dude.
fell.
That's what I'm saying.
So what is he, top 35?
Here's the thing.
He's top 50.
Derrick White doesn't fall for me because I don't feel like he was in the right role. So he won't fall for me. Like personally, like you guys had him as a number 2 option. That nigga's not a number 2 option.
No.
So he wouldn't fall for me.
I thought that he could do it. I was
Yeah,
wrong.
you're an idiot. I'm
Hey,
not. I'm not
He was
that.
almost an
Darius
All
Garland or
NBA player this
Well,
year.
I still think Darius Garland, when he's healthy, is better.
Derek White's fringe All NBA this
It
year.
depends what you need.
Oh, NBA, what?
This year, 13.
That's because niggas get hurt. You gotta
Derrick White's
stop.
French All NBA.
You see what he does, bro?
The defensive impact.
Oh my
It was
god.
almost an.
So
it
OG
was
is
almost an
fringe.
all-star.
You have to say yes.
Half the league's fucking fringe at this
you,
point, bro.
you have to just stay with it.
Different though. The Celtics were the 2 seed.
What, the Knicks was 3?
Think about expectations.
Stop!
Celtics weren't supposed to be there.
Stop,
Kate at
bro.
most improved race though should be there for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
OG clears Derek White.
OG's
Yeah.
definitely had a better year.
He's
Shit wasn't hard this year.
Clears him.
Definitely had a better year.
I'm fine with that.
It ain't
was hard
even
this
What if
close.
OG was number 2?
The
Probably had
conversation
seen-
starts at Mikal Bridges for real.
No, he's better than
Derrick
Mikal Bridges.
I don't know if he is.
I think
So
he's
Mikal
better
has
than
5 good games, and now he's in Derek White
Now
comment.
No,
you're a Mikal
he's
Bridges
definitely
guy.
for me better than Mikal Bridges.
It was the dynasty
I don't know
starts
if it's
after you. Now he's
definitely.
better than Derek
Okay.
fucking
I don't know
White.
if it's definitely. He could shoot from the outside at least.
God,
Y'all
Derek
would've had
White
a-
has one bad fucking
Could you
season,
imagine
man.
Jaylen Brown, Mikal, and Tatum?
Could you
that-
imagine Derek White?
They want to chip with Derek White. Why do I gotta
We'd
fucking
be
put
so
McKellen
much.
here?
The Knicks would be so much worse with Derek White right now.
Okay. Is
So much worse. I mean, Derek White's coming off his worst postseason run he's ever had.
You just could leave him open from the outside. That
This
that
year,
hinders
yes,
an offense.
the championship year.
people
he
are
was
still
fucking
not
awesome.
leaving Derek White open. People are still trying to get out there.
This past year, you're saying, yeah, he's still getting respect.
He's still getting the respect.
Mikal for longer in his career has just been better. Maybe the last 2 seasons because Mikal has had a dwindled
Yeah,
down
I mean, he
role
was
in
better,
New York.
like, on the
talking
Suns and Nets,
bullshit.
but-
You're talking bullshit.
Bro, out of all of their seasons in their career, how many times has Mikal been better over Derek
All right,
White?
done.
If we tally
Let's do
it,
it.
Mikal would be
Let's
better.
do it. Let's do it. 2023, we're counting, correct? That was the
23.
breakout.
Please don't
That was
count
the breakout.
Brooklyn.
I'm not
Because
counting
Derek
22.
White's only really came onto the scene in 2023.
I'm not counting 22. Even though 22, that's when he was acquired by the Celtics. He
Yeah.
wasn't 2023 Derek
before
White.
23, Mikal got it. After that, I think Derek White got it.
2023 Derek White, demon. Give me Derek White. 2024 Derek White,
Super
demon.
demon.
Give me Derek White. 2025 demon. Give me Derek White. 26, he was still better, and he was the worst version of himself.
But let me ask you, why don't we count early Derek White? Because
Nigga was Bud.
in his 4th year with the Spurs, he was averaging 15 points and 4
The
assists.
Spurs are a franchise that was supposed to boost player development.
They
I.e.,
boosted the fuck
without
out of
the
him.
Spurs, he's out the league. TBT. Come on. Now
Derek
he goes to a
White-
He's
real
still in the
Derek
league,
White-
by the way.
I know.
DeJounte's still in, getting
Derek White
paid.
wasn't trash on the Spurs. The Celtics just were able to trade nothing for him.
What was that? Is that the Aaron Eastman trade or I'm tweaking?
Nah, that was for Brogdon.
Oh.
We gave up a first and like fucking.
Derek White wasn't a good shooter in San Antonio.
What's his name?
He was a good switch
Josh
over
I'm,
there.
Richardson.
looking. I'm looking.
No.
He's still not a good shooter, but I'm looking at the
What do you
percentages.
mean he's not a good shooter?
We gave up Romeo Langford.
You have
Deal.
one
God,
bad
let's
year as
steal.
a shooter. You're a bad shooter?
Yeah, that's how the world
his
works. you know?
second
I'm not
season
saying
is-
it's right.
He
But
was
that's how the
no
world works.
before he got to Boston. He wasn't a great shooter,
Bro, his
That's what I
second
said.
He
season.
met with yeah, shooting coach, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm
no,
looking
actually, I think he said Steph was a big reason why. Or
Yes, he
because
did.
in the playoffs he was getting left open. He's like, I can't let this happen.
He did. Yeah, he did say that.
I'm looking
Niggas
at
leave
his
him wide the fuck
percentages by
open.
year. His second year, he shot 34% from three.
Give the attempts.
Third year, okay. Now you want me to go to the whole website.
Because his attempts skyrocketed.
Okay, I
once he
got it
to Boston.
because Joel just pissed me off. Second year, 2.1 threes a game. He shot 34%.
Don't name none of the under fours.
Okay.
No, just do it
Okay,
year
so
by
then
year.
I go to year 4. I had to skip to year
Yes, 'cause
4.
that's what matters.
6.8. He
There we
shot
go.
35%.
Average.
He shot 5 threes the year after that. This is the same. This is the
Yes, yes,
22 year.
got
The
traded
year
to
he was
They left him
correct.
open in the finals though.
He 4.9. He averaged 31% from 3.
Broke.
He was bad. Year after,
Yep.
4.8 a game, 38.
Good.
6.8 a game, 40.
Elite.
9 threes a game, 38.
Elite.
What
Elite.
the fuck we mean he's a
This
bad
past-
I
shooter?
don't know
this
why he
past-
said that.
Wait, no, this past season 8 and 36.
I
No, it was
told you
bad.
this year was
Yeah,
bad.
this year
He
was
got
horrible.
more bad
I
shooting
told you
season
this
than
year-
good.
He 3 years in a row of whoa, this guy
We
might
gotta
be one of the
remember
best
who Derrick
shooters in the
White
league.
was. This
Yeah,
is
we
a
can't bring up
second
San
round
Antonio,
pick
yeah,
who was
yeah.
a fucking G League player who
Name
had
his
to
college.
make it. He went to Colorado.
Talk to him, Dallas.
But
Talk
this
to
is
him, man.
like, it's just a
Talk to
different
him,
path
man.
for him than Mikal Bridges. Mikal was, I would call him a star on Phoenix, but he was
He was
a
a champion.
core-
He won at Villanova.
He was a core
Champion.
part of the
He
Suns.
fucking gagged in the finals to Milwaukee.
He gagged
said
it. They
Villanova.
left Aiden on an island.
Boy, what else were they gonna do?
They didn't have no center depth.
Yeah,
Dario
they had
Saric
shit.
tore his ACL.
Yeah.
Dario Saric tore his
Dario
ACL.
Saric, he did. They didn't have no center depth.
That's funny as shit.
Man, I think
Dario would have been
Man,
worse.
it don't matter, dude. I think Mikal and Derrick White. If you think Derrick White's better, fine. They're in the same tier of players.
Was
I
he-
agree, they
Before,
are the same tier.
before these playoffs, were you feeling that?
No, he
Hell
was
yeah, I was
not.
feeling that. If you asked me straight about it, I said Mikal Bridges.
Fucking
And
liar.
I would have said,
no.
am I getting New York or Brooklyn Bridges?
What after the first couple games against Atlanta? You still would have been saying that?
He was shitty, like Derrick White.
That's funny as hell. Yeah, they the same tier though. Same tier.
Derrick
Mikal
White.
Bridges, bro.
Yeah.
Bro,
my God.
Same
Derrick White best seasons and Mikal down ones.
Oh, shit.
Mikal had 15 this past year.
And
that's
what?
like
Out of
what?
points per
That's like
game?
what? Derrick White's second career high.
When was the last
15?
time you talking about Mikal Bridges, elite defender?
Against Maxey, we just saw
Yeah,
it.
there you go.
Who got
quite literally?
fucked against Maxey? Let me see. Because Mikal ain't.
Yo, Mikal's a fucking champion? No, he's not a fucking champion. Derrick White is, baby. Come on.
Why you threw my pillow?
My
Yo,
Come on, bro.
yo, he threw the shit out of that
Yeah,
pillow.
bro.
gotta hit the camera.
It was
Thank
perfect the way it
Yo,
bounced.
thank God.
Dude, I can't wait to watch that back and see that pillow just fly over.
Tyrese Maxey did fuck there.
He did.
Bro,
Bro, when it comes to like
Luka
fucking
up
quick
every
guards,
loop.
bro, we
No
The
always
loops
get
was
bad.
wrong.
Yeah, it was
right in there.
bad.
Push in.
It was
And then
bad.
he started fucking missing open shots against the Knicks, bro. Some bullshit.
That nigga was getting locked, boy. I don't know what happened.
All right, fair enough.
That shit crazy. Yeah. I mean, same tier, man.
Now the PR for Mikal is just so bad because he got traded for 5
It's
firsts.
y'all
You're part
fault.
of the reason.
It's
That's
y'all
it.
You were
fault.
part of the
No,
reason.
I try to defend Mikal as much as
It's
possible.
New York fault.
I try to be even killed about
He
Mikal.
be ass. I don't know what to tell you.
Let's listen to the
Bro.
last 4 games of
Bro,
Mikal Bridges in the finals
this
against
is-
Milwaukee.
Yo,
4 points,
mine back. This
7
all warm and
points,
shit.
trash.
13,
Trash.
7, a -1, -3, +5. Nice.
Did
They
I hear
lost.
7?
-18.
Yo,
-18. -18.
-18.
At least
Derrick White would
y'all
never.
got a Jalen Durham problem, man. This shit,
Good point.
Yo, bro, this
this shit could be way worse.
Mikal Bridges
I have
is
DeAndre Ayton problem.
Mikal
He's on
Bridges
8
is
mil.
down
Nigga, this
year.
nigga 35.
I'm sorry, Joel. Go ahead.
Mikal Bridges is down year with the Knicks 2 seasons.
There we go.
16 points,
Mm.
4 rebounds, 4 assists,
Mm.
36% from 3 on 5 attempts, 50% from the field. That's Mikal. This is at his worst.
What's his best year with New York?
17.6 his first year. He
Okay.
averaged, and then he shot 35%
Now,
from
we
3.
really point checking for role players. This shit's so funny to
It's
me.
just like he averaged 17, Derrick White averaged 16. He was more efficient.
Derrick White would
Fuck
never
are
go
we
on the
doing?
stretch average 26, bro.
No.
Probably
Brooklyn
not.
No,
You
he
actually don't.
won't.
No, probably not.
Brooklyn
Probably not.
And what? I'm not even going. What the fucking Nets when they had Mikal Bridges as the number 1?
Yeah.
They made the playoffs.
No. Oh, facts.
They did.
Oh,
They
because
got swept.
Yeah, because
They got
were-
swept.
Boy, did they.
They got swept.
It was the easiest series ever.
And that was, I think Joel Embiid didn't play.
They put up a better fight though. Mikal did his, he did his thing at least in that
What'd he do?
series.
Look it up.
What
Yeah.
Derrick White was?
So he shot 43% from the field, 40% from 3, and he averaged 24 points, 5 rebounds, and 4
He was
assists.
chucking for sure.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, so you gotta get it how you get it.
Yeah, not terrible. Shout out Mikal Bridges, man. I love me some
I don't even know how we
Brooklyn
got here.
Bridges.
He killed game one.
Oh, because you said
Mikal
risers and
killed
fallers.
game one against Philly. He's 66%, 67% from the field,
Okay, but
12 of
what
18.
was the score?
121 to 101.
It could be
He
garbage
still had a
time.
good game though.
It could be garbage time.
12 for 18.
Fire.
I'm gonna give that to him.
Fire.
And 6 for 15, 9 for 26, 6 for 18.
Oh, so game one is carrying the hell out of him.
Gotta love small sample sizes.
Now real spill.
24 a night. All right, we're gonna talk about the Lakers because they got eliminated by OKC. And LeBron James,
hoping to get away with
there's a
this.
market out on Poly Market. Shout out to the sponsor of the show, Poly Market.
Shout out
They're
Poly.
now giving a
Let's
new
go
offer
Poly.
where you guys can get $50 if you deposit $20. Use our code PS26 for early access. Right now, there's a 19% chance LeBron retires. I think all of us should be under the assumption that he's not going to retire. He still looks too good. You guys probably feel similar. So for me, 19% chance. I think there's a 0% chance that he retires.
I'm gonna give it like 5% chance, just in case. He looks amazing. He looks fresh.
Would you say he looks better than 50 players in the league?
I didn't say that dumb shit. Actually, I defended him, and I hate LeBron. So like, that was crazy to
Do
me.
you want to know why I bring it up so often? Outside
should
of the
bring it
fact
up
that
every
it's
time
So
Le-
fucking ludicrous.
You should bring it up every time.
I think why I bring it up so often is because it was the opportunity you decided to take while I was gone. I wasn't here.
Oh, I
I
didn't say
wasn't
it
that
to you.
episode.
Yeah, he wasn't here. I
I
think
don't
me
think
and
I
Del.
was either.
You was here.
When he said LeBron was in top 50,
Was that just me, him, and John?
I feel like I would have remembered that,
Because I feel like me and you were here laughing.
but I don't know. It's also the
Sometimes,
weed, man.
sometimes my hate for LeBron comes out of nowhere.
It really does.
It just comes out of nowhere. But I promise you, I respect LeBron so much. I love going through the archives.
I should have made
Man,
you go through the 50
watched,
players.
I watched.
No, I can't believe you didn't.
I should
He would have had to say Mikal Bridges over LeBron.
I should have made him go through the 50
I would have definitely
players.
said OG Anunoby. So I was watching his highlight tape from 08-09. That's still my favorite LeBron ever. After that stint, he became a villain to me. But
He
okay.
went back home.
He did. Shout out to him. He averaged 23, 7 and 7 against OKC. And he made this comment post game. He said that I've never been a third option in my career. So this was the first year
He's talking.
that he was the third option behind Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves. And I think more important than the retirement for LeBron question is the question around the Lakers and what they're going to do with Austin Reeves. I didn't think he played terribly in these playoffs, but the amount of money he can command versus the amount that the Lakers would be willing to pay, we don't know what that discrepancy is. And how would you maneuver the Lakers offseason? Because this is big. I just looked at the Lakers books, and
It's terrible.
they have nobody under
And
contract.
Luka wants to keep Reeves.
He does.
These are the players under
Issue
contract.
is-
But Luka.
Okay, go ahead, because I was going to share this. Yes.
Luka, Vando, Laravia, Bronny, Adam Thiero, Dalton Connect.
Is Maxi Kleber still in the books?
No, I don't think so.
Get Vando off the team, bro.
Kind of contributed.
Enough.
He contributed.
You can barely play him sometimes.
He broke his pinky and he came back and played the rest of the series. Legend.
It's probably because
That
he
being
had
said, that being said, there's a name he did not say outside of LeBron that is killing me.
to. Rui?
Rui Hachimura.
18 mil, right?
He is gone.
Hmm.
He is gone because we are about to pay Austin Reeves $240 million.
Why don't you pay both of them?
Gut me.
Got you as
Pay
hell.
both of them. You got bird
Do you
rights
think the
on
Lakers
Rui.
would do that though?
I don't think he's getting
Pay
240.
Austin
I
Reeves
think he's getting 170.
that much.
Okay,
He'll get 30.
here's the reality. If we give Austin Reeves
And remember,
that
he took the
contract-
pay cut before, right?
If we give Austin Reeves that contract,
I don't know his pay cut. He didn't have a choice.
Yeah,
Because
sure.
no one else got offers.
It's over. Drew never.
He's
won't
not
be.
getting 240. It's
He's
just.
getting 170.
I think he gets.
first
What
off,
are you
I
comfortable
win.
with?
Ultimately, I win.
What
I
are you
win.
what are you comfortable with? 30, 35?
A year, him getting, he can get 35 to 40 million. I'd understand.
That's still nuts.
I would understand. 40 million, I can understand.
Well,
Because OG Anunoby gets 40 million.
Yeah.
Do I think that OG is better than Austin Reeves? I do.
Two-way.
But this is also years after OG signed that contract.
yeah.
$40 million a year, I would understand, but that's my max. I think 35 to 40, I think I need one more year, like a prove it year. Is that nuts of me to say?
Well, what do you need to prove? Because
I think
he's shown
one,
in the
he needs
regular
to prove
season.
that he can
was
be
healthy.
one, healthy,
Yeah.
True.
two, consistent, and three, playoff time.
I think that's the biggest question. But
Health.
I don't health, yes, but it's just in the playoffs. And I don't know if Austin Reeves is like what's gonna change next year with Austin Reeves if he goes up and plays OKC.
Luka Doncic. It
Yeah,
just
no,
alleviates so
no,
much
Reeves
pressure. off
doesn't
him.
play well
I'm
against
just-
aggressive defense.
Yeah,
Can
I'm
I
just
say
saying
this?
individually.
Reeves, good series against OKC, bad opening game.
Yeah, that's true. He played better. Yeah, later the series got.
There's only 2 teams that have the money to sign Austin Reeves outright. It's the Brooklyn Nets and then the Chicago Bulls.
There's another team if they let a couple players go.
There are 2
You
teams.
guys? And then you're
That'd
gonna
be
become
a-
his biggest fan. You
that'd
don't
be a great
deserve
pickup.
him.
I don't want that nigga, man.
Don't cap.
That'd be a
You
great
got fucking
pickup.
Tobias. You're fucking yee ha ha cheering
I
for his
actually
ass.
don't cheer for Tobias.
He doesn't really fit Detroit's mold, but
He doesn't. We
You
like
need another
dogs.
They
ball
need buckets,
handler.
though.
What do you mean?
they do
Austin
need
Reeves not a
buckets.
dog?
He's soft as hell. You see how he plays
What's
against
soft
OKC?
about him?
We don't do all
He was
that.
killing.
We don't do all that
was killing.
flopping shit too.
Flop?
Yeah, we don't do all that grifting either.
Reeves definitely.
You
flops.
need it. The free throw discrepancy the series has been awful.
Well, no, maybe just call it the right way.
Maybe
Hard
if
to.
you did a little bit.
do more
Yeah,
grifting.
we like basketball the right way.
But maybe
can you hit
Detroit does have the ability to sign Austin Reeves. That is if they let Duran walk.
No, Duncan player option. Tobias contract is gonna be up. It's about 40 mil, give or take.
That's a player option though. He might not decline.
Oh,
that.
I hope the fuck he don't. No, I don't care. Karis LeVert, we're gonna trade him this offseason. That's 14 mil up the books. But we do have to
Because-
pay Duran.
From what I read in the article is that there are 4 teams that have the cap to get
Let's
Reeves
check our books.
on
real
the
quick.
designated contract that he wants. The 2 that have cap space immediately, Nets and Bulls. The 2 teams that can create cap space are the Hawks and the Utah Jazz to try to get Austin Reeves. The Nets, it doesn't make much sense because with the 6th pick, they probably will draft a primary ball handler. For the Hawks, it makes sense, I think, somewhat because they do need better half-court creation. For the Jazz, makes no sense. And for the Bulls, I don't think it makes sense either. It wouldn't be bad to see, though, because right now they have, like, Giddey, Reeves with Caleb Wilson, Mataz. Like, maybe there's something there. But overall, like, the Lakers, how they approach this offseason is make or break. It's good and bad that they have a clean slate. You
I'm with
have
you.
no players on the roster, so you can start fresh. The bad part about it is that it might lead you to bringing in players where you're overpaying because now you're playing by who's available currently, right? They can't just ply it away players from other rosters. They have to go by free agency and the draft and who's available via trade. So it's going to be interesting how Rob Pelinka constructs this roster. But Austin Reeves, I do think that he's a pivotal part to what they do. We've seen Luka thrive with another on-ball creator before, and if you can just build the defensive pieces around those 2 guys, I think that they can compete. But it is a big risk considering how much Austin Reeves can command. It's interesting. I don't know. I don't know what the Lakers do.
My fear is we give him that contract and it ages poorly.
Yeah.
That's my concern. Again, Austin Reeves has done nothing but overachieve in his career, and I need to give him a lot of. You guys know I love Austin Reeves. He's the expectations he's superseded it's been obvious, it's evident. Luka really wants him, and he sees him as his co-star. I can understand that with him, LeBron, and Austin Reeves on the court together. It was a great trio. The fact that LeBron was so easily put into that number 3, and I say easily as in it just seems so effortlessly that he could just function as the number 3 and the offense be so high flowing, and the confidence that he instilled into both Luka, who doesn't need it, but mainly Reeves. And Reeves took full control over that. The concern is after LeBron, how does the duo of Luka and Reeves look? That is where I really become a little bit hesitant with that $240 million number. That's where I get a little bit of a stomach ache.
Does LeBron come back?
I think LeBron comes back on a 1-year max deal again.
Woo!
I think he does. I think he's LeBron James, and I think that he obviously has showed this postseason he is still a max player, and he should. There's no reason other than the kindness of his heart that he would take a pay cut. He is not a pay cut player. He is not a vet minimum player. He is a max contract player still. It's unfortunate for the Lakers and the Lakers only.
I saw some reports that said that he might play for like an MLE or
1 year,
a
15.
vet minimum potentially.
Wow.
I don't.
LeBron?
I don't see why he shouldn't. Like,
I
you made all the money
I
in the
want
world.
him to do that because I think that it gives us the best chance to win. If he says, I want the max deal, what is anybody to say?
He
Other
needs
than
the
he's
max.
selfish.
If
Other than he's
I
selfish.
mean, the Lakers would say no. I don't know if they
And
would.
The
What-
Lakers
but-
say no.
What is he gonna go to
Get out of
Chicago?
line.
Well, you put a pretty big, damper on your cap space if you have to pay LeBron 1 year How much is it? $50 million, something
Probably.
like that. Like it's a
So
huge
you're gonna
amount of
say
your money.
no?
And Reeves.
It's
you're gonna
another
pay Reeves.
offseason where
You just
you
run
have,
this back where it's gonna be him, Reeves. Because if you re-sign
Yeah.
LeBron, you're gonna have to bring back Reeves because now you're trying to win.
You're not
right
gonna have a lot
away.
of money.
And now you just signed Reeves, you just signed LeBron. It's like okay, well,
like if
And the free
you're-
agency class not even all that.
No, if you are
That's
a
why
Lakers
bringing
fan,
LeBron back on a 1-year deal is not a bad idea at all.
But you're
on
wasting a year of
max.
Luka.
Luka is 26.
Did he sign an extension?
He did.
he did.
There
Yeah.
you go.
if
How many years?
you are the Lakers,
He has 3 years and then a player option.
There
you
go.
have two options: bring back Reeves
2 more
and
years and a
LeBron?
player option.
or bring back Reeves and Rui. What do you do?
How about bring back none of them?
Start from
Rui is a
scratch.
must.
Well, you have to
Rui
get
is
something
an
for Reeves.
absolute must.
Whether it's a sign and trade or you just bring him back, you can't let Reeves walk for nothing.
Rui is
Reeves is yeah.
Rui is going
must-
to be
a
one of
must
the
sign.
biggest free agents available this offseason.
Well, he shoots really well from three.
Yeah,
That's what he
he's
has
got
going
size.
for him.
Yeah.
I trust the Lakers coaching. I think Gigi Redick is fantastic. So it's really about who he deems fit to be on the roster. And they got some good production from players that they didn't pay much, like Marcus Smart, DeAndre Ayton, even though Ayton flamed out in the playoffs. Like for most of the season, Smart and Ayton gave you what they were paid to give you, essentially. I had two ideas that were trades for the Lakers this offseason. And before Knicks fans in the comments are like, oh, why do you want to trade our players? We're in the midst of a finals run. I'm not thinking of it from the Knicks perspective. I'm thinking of it from the Lakers perspective right now. If you're the Lakers, you want to surround Luka with a 3-and-D wing, somebody that could shoot, somebody that could defend. Let's say the Knicks don't win the finals this year and they try to find a way to improve a little bit more. Would you sign and trade LeBron and try to go get Mikal Bridges or like an OG Anunoby? Somebody
You
could
could
be
get OG. I would do that.
OG. It feels like a layup. I don't think
know
the
why
Knicks give
would
up.
do that, no.
But I think Mikal Bridges is really the piece you can dangle. Like if you're the Lakers, would you trade LeBron to the Knicks and then get back Mikal Bridges and now have a player that fits around Luka
pretty
better
funny to
for the
say out
next
loud.
4 or
Need you to
5
stop
years?
for 1 second. Repeat it. Hear it. And you tell me.
Yeah,
I
that's,
think the
it
Knicks
one more
say
time.
yes.
that
Say-
shit. That
The
shit does
Knicks
sound crazy.
fucking sprint to the phone and say yes.
Not,
What the
not,
fuck do the Lakers
not
want
the Lakers.
Mikal Bridges?
The Lakers does not say yeah.
He's just I don't know if he's a good enough 3 or D player.
He's barely good.
There's no fucking way that
He's
idea
an,
came
he's,
to your
an, he's
head.
an incredible player.
I would be thrilled.
Yeah, you
I'd
sound
be
like the
elated.
Knicks guy. Though.
And,
Like,
and,
no,
and
take the deal.
Mikal's gonna now be your only defender.
Now it makes sense why he's been propping up Mikal Bridges.
Yeah,
this
it's getting his
whole
trade fucking value up. This guy's not slick.
The other trade is Austin Reeves
Mhm.
sign and trade to the Pistons for Jalen Duren.
Nigga, no.
No,
If you're the Lakers, you say no.
No, if I'm the Pistons, I say no.
I think it makes more sense for the Lakers. to
You
say
don't
no.
think you don't? I think it makes more sense for the Pistons to get Reeves. Duren has been trashed. These
That's what I'm
playoffs.
saying. But why would the
all
Lakers
right,
want him?
all right.
Because they need a center.
Bro,
They need a center,
bro,
but
bro,
is he
bro,
the
bro.
type of center they need?
but time out. Duren has been trash. He just averaged 19 and 11 in a regular season at 23 years old.
Reeves when
Austin
healthy
Reeves
had a
just
better
averaged
23.
23.
You can argue,
He's older by 5 years.
but you need
And he
somebody
played
else.
40 games.
You need somebody else
Did play
to
40 games.
get buckets with Cade. He can't
And I
be the
think you
only
can
one.
do that without giving up on the 23-year-old.
You could find somebody that can do what Duren can do.
You can also find somebody that can do what Reeves does.
How many
know,
do
yeah.
what Reeves does?
He's
We'll give you 20 a night?
23, 24 a
You don't
night.
need 24 a
efficiently.
night.
with 6
I'm telling you,
assists.
that's what he's giving
You
you.
don't need 24 a night.
He's an actual ball handler.
Okay. How many centers can you find that can give you 19 and 11
Not many.
at 23 years old?
Not many. Not many. I'll give
Who
you
would
that.
start if Duren gets traded? Isaiah Stewart.
Oh, God.
Beef
or
stew.
There's a
Paul
reason
Reed.
why he can't start.
Paul Reed has been excellent in these playoffs.
Yeah,
I'm not saying he'd start.
He can't start.
But Isaiah Stewart, Asar, Reeves, Cade, I feel like the offense makes up for Duren is supposed to be an
Bro,
offensive player.
I think I don't want to say you're overreacting because it's fair. I think you're just like blatantly ignoring 19 and 11 in the regular season.
if I'm being honest, I think the Lakers are the one that they're more hesitant on it because
I-
Duren
well, yeah.
clearly can't translate. He's shown right now
I-
he's not translating to the playoffs.
I don't. It's
Reeves has struggled in the postseason, but you at least know
what do you know?
he in series before he's averaged 20. He can translate to the playoffs and be a productive offensive player
Against who?
against Denver. And he
We
played
won't
well
play
against
Denver.
OKC outside of game 1. So I look at Austin Reeves. Like if I'm the Lakers, I feel like I'm taking on a bigger risk with Duren.
I think both teams are taking a risk, man. I'll be honest.
it's risky for both sides. I still would like him more for Detroit. Just get a secondary ball handler because I don't know if when you're building this team around Luka, the Reeves is going to be your most valuable trade piece. I don't know if Jalen Duren's the guy you want to get back to play alongside of him. I think because you still need someone alongside Luka, assuming if LeBron's not there. Even if LeBron's there, it's going to be a 1-year thing. You still need a secondary ball handler and a secondary scorer next to Luka, but you're also going to want someone that can protect the rim and be a good pick and roll player, which Duren is. I just don't know what your most valuable trade chip would be for Jalen Duren.
Trade Reeves for Duren.
And there's not a lot of free agents, though.
LeBron for Mikel.
I'll be honest, I don't want
Duren.
That's me. I don't want Duren.
I don't want Reeves.
Okay, fair enough.
Well,
At
to
least we're on
trade,
the same
I
side.
feel like we can get. I don't want to say get, but I feel like you try to keep Duren and go get another scorer.
I'll take a star.
Okay.
What?
I'm joking.
Oh.
Joking.
That nigga, you gonna have to say Luka.
Joking.
Reeves is so good that you need another all-star caliber player back for him. If not two like really impactful role players.
Duren was
for him.
all-star caliber, to be fair.
That's what I'm saying.
ask you a
That's why
question.
it would make
For the
sense.
Spurs, I'm gonna shut up. Terrible idea to enter my head.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Detroit's gonna go star hunting. Not saying Reeves is not a star. I'm thinking more big star, like big star hunting,
Like Devin Booker,
like Kawhi,
Kawhi.
like a guy like maybe D Mitch if he doesn't sign an extension. Like I'm not saying Reeves is bad. I just feel like the identity is like I don't think they want to roll out another lineup where they have mismatches on the court.
Yeah.
They already have Duncan, Tobias, and Duren.
The only
But at
way
least
down,
you get a real offensive upside with Reeves.
I do think you get offensive upside. I don't hate it, but I feel like the offense, and I know the playoffs has been dreadful. I get it, so it looks bad on Duren right now. But in the regular season, he was great.
He was.
He was great.
But why is it just not translated?
Playoff defense, I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
It's
Against
killing
Wendell
you.
Carter.
It's fucking fried me. Like,
After players was Wendell Carter.
but I don't think Reeves would have translated against Orlando.
No, that would have been a tough
Why
matchup
not?
for him. They're just big and strong.
I mean, you would have had what Suggs
I mean,
guarding
the other
him?
one's and I think that all things considered, OKC's defense is better.
Yeah, I mean, I just looked at his game log. He's had 2 good games.
I agree.
Yeah, he's had 2
Game
good
3,
games.
game 4, he was good, and we were
Yeah.
home. Game 2, he was bad.
5 for 13. I mean,
Mid,
you lost
mid,
by
mid,
30.
mid, yeah,
But
yeah.
Tobias is on expiring.
Yeah, that's money off the
So
books.
if you bring in Reeves, you have a star who's an elite
Well, he'll
defender.
take Duncan's spot.
Yeah, but the starting lineup unfinished, but the core 3 would be Reeves, Asar, and Cade.
Yeah.
And then you try to find a starting center and you try to find a power forward. They don't have to bring Tobias back. And you can build a lineup where Reeves is the only real defensive liability.
That'd be tough. Yeah, I don't know. You can't start Stu for 80 games.
Mhm.
You can't. And there's a reason why Paul Reed is a 3rd string. I get it. And I know he's playing good in the playoffs, small sample size. Regular seasons do matter. And there's a reason we got to 80 games. And there's a reason we won 60.
Yeah,
when
no.
Cade went out, Duren was hooping.
Yeah, he was
Like,
fantastic.
Duren was
That's
awesome.
why it makes even less sense that
Yeah.
he did do it in the playoffs.
That's why I don't want to ignore what, like, granted, he's been shit. Like, it's in the mud for him right now, but I don't want to ignore what he just did in 80 games. It's pretty impressive.
But they both do for who gets more money, Duren or Reeves?
Well, Duren is getting 30, and that's it. And if he asks for any more, let that nigga walk, man.
I think they're pretty much in similar values.
30?
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll get 30.
30?
Yeah.
Oh my God. To go from a rookie max extension to 30 is about to be ass.
Yeah,
He
get
might
30.
bet on himself again.
Think a small deal or
I don't
something?
really think he has.
Be honest, Dennis Schroeder.
Nah, brother, take that fucking
Nah, Dennis is
150
nuts.
mil or
Be
whatever
honest,
it's going to
Drake
be.
is streaming the album right now.
Who?
Drake.
Crowd.
Oh, shit.
It's killing
Oh, it's
me.
10:30.
It's killing me.
Iceman.
It's killing me.
What is it on?
I'm seeing
Kick?
everybody tweet. It's amazing. That's how it goes usually. But
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they don't even listen to
I
it.
just tweeted. I just tweeted that we're recording the pod, and for people to tell me what their reactions are. They're saying, "I'm not even gonna lie, it's a classic already."
Niggas ain't even finished the shit. Like
They finished 5 seconds into the song. Yeah, I'm not gonna. This is best work since 2016.
Somebody told me, "Leave the pod. It's a classic, classic album as I speak. Generational. The songs he's previewing are so hard." Let's wrap this bitch up, man.
You know, Chelsea was telling me that light skins stay together. And out of the blue, she brought up Steph Curry and Cade. I said, you're not going to believe this.
I'm
Well,
crying.
Rib loves both of them.
Oh, really? Really? Yeah.
So I was like, maybe they do stick together.
Yeah. The fact that she put that together was
Did
crazy.
that come
Yeah.
to your head after me and Drake?
Yes, when you brought up Drake, light skin, you know?
Steph and Cade, yeah.
Steph and
Those are
Cade.
my favorites.
Yeah.
I love both of them. I'd give you up for them.
You give me up for Dirk.
I love that.
That's Dirk.
I love that in sports, my 3 goats in each individual sports are
You're
all
a dick
different
eater.
races. What do you mean?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say all
Okay,
the best.
yes. Okay, fair.
Because you are
Fair
you are a
enough.
You're a
muncher.
dick eater.
Peyton, Peyton Manning.
You are. It's fake crazy how you just magically did that, but
Shout out to my young self who knew what time it was.
yeah.
Peyton Manning, white. Alex Rodriguez, Hispanic.
Yeah.
And LeBron James,
He's an Asian.
black. I'll work on it.
Why
Okay.
not Shohei?
It's Dodgers.
Yeah.
You want to talk about dick riding?
Well, you
If
can.
I'm a Shohei
You
fan.
might as well continue the trend.
Hey, Wemby, I'm French now. Light skin.
Yeah, now you really went off the deep end with this shit.
Yeah, you
It's
might as well
not
be
my
a
fault that y'all slept. Y'all could have been on this wave.
slept?
He loves
on
saying, yo,
Wemby.
he's sick, bro. He's fucking sick.
Y'all called me so many names. I'm sorry.
Bro,
Y'all called me so many names.
Because he was 15 games into his career, you're like,
You
bro,
was-
he could be better than
now
Jordan.
you was
I like,
dick
bro,
munching.
come on.
Did you watch him on Christmas Day against the Knicks?
unfortunately, we didn't watch MJ, so we couldn't.
That
really-
Christmas
yeah.
Day versus the Knicks, it changed everything. It changed everything. In the Garden, it's different in the Garden.
It's really not. That's home games for a lot of other players.
Don't let him talk about our franchise that way.
Former Knicks players say it.
Don't let him talk about our team
You know,
that way.
Tyrese Maxey, he said that playing at MSG was easier because the floor is a little further away than the fans versus
Yeah.
when they played in Philly,
Way
everything
closer.
was closer together.
Yeah.
He felt like it was tougher to play at home than on the road at
That makes
MSG.
sense.
Drake's in a flow state.
They just dicky. And the songs don't
Crazy,
even, yeah.
bro.
I believe him though. Like he probably is in a flow
I'll be
state.
tuning in.
This is most anticipated album.
Mhm.
Scorpion. And Scorpion was a big deal because that was after the Pusha T stuff.
Which he got fried in.
I mean, he dropped the fact that Drake was hiding a kid from the world. Great chess move.
What
a
he
chess
knew
move.
that. It was crazy, crazy.
What a
crazy.
chess move.
And I'm excited to listen to what's this shit called? Iceman? I'll listen to it in the morning.
One thing about Drake is
Wait,
that
is he gonna drop it or is just a
He's playing the album
so
right
he-
now.
This is on Apple Music.
Not right now.
He's
At 12
dope.
o'clock.
Come on,
Oh,
He's streaming the album on YouTube.
so you'll be able to listen to it at 12.
Yeah.
We'll be
yeah,
out of here
yeah,
by
yeah.
12.
Oh, no, I'm not concerned.
Yeah.
But the fact that he dropped it early, I wish I could hear it.
Say one thing about
What
Drake
are you making
though.
a face for? If Dirk dropped right now,
No, I
you're
looked at
fucking
the time.
stroking it.
He said we'll be
Oh,
out
I
of
know.
I looked at the time like
I take back what I just
yeah,
said. I apologize.
yeah, it's okay, it's okay. I mean, no, if Dirk dropped anything, I'm on my all fours. I'm ready. The fuck? Dirk D Banks. I can't wait,
You're
bro.
fucking drinking out of a dog bowl too?
Yes. I can't wait till you get out of jail.
Like, that's,
Collar
uh,
on,
You
you
want
see
to
that?
you want to get walked?
Yes.
Wait,
All right,
what?
easy.
Dirk,
Why do you
Dirk's
keep
last name is
going?
Banks?
Collar.
Yeah.
Good point.
Yo, you're a sicko.
He said collar. I took it one more step.
I can't wait till you get out of jail. I'm gonna be out the
Fucking
jail.
knock on wood,
I'm be in
bro.
front of the jail like this. Dirk!
You turn me on. Wait.
I can't wait. Close that back door, can't get snaked by my homie. I can't wait, bro. I can't wait.
Now putting two and two together, that's why your PlayStation name was Riv Banks.
Yeah. You ever know
I had to keep 3 Cut 5 Chicago artists waiting.
would have kept Dirk?
Yeah, he was on there for
Yeah.
show.
Yeah, Dirk, Riv D Banks.
Riv Banks with the Trayvon Duval profile picture.
My Discord name is K Jr.
Yo, you're crazy.
KG.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
older than him.
I don't care. It was after the 40 ball. I had to.
You know what I love about us, man? One of my favorite thing about us is that we refuse to act our age.
Yeah.
And honestly, that is my favorite thing
Hey,
about us.
Junior's so crazy.
Junior's crazy.
Nah, bro. He had the 40 ball. I was like, yo, this thing is
Yo,
the greatest,
no,
bro.
what's insane is I be thinking about that on a day-to-day basis. I'm like, yo, I'm 27, bro. Like,
I gotta stop.
am I gonna stop?
I'm not
blazing
stopping.
Drake? I don't know, bro.
I'm
Like,
not stopping.
I don't think I'm gonna get to that point.
First of all, it's gonna be sick because when I'm like 34, right? There's gonna be a young freshman phenom that killed in college. He's gonna come in. That's my favorite player. He's gonna be a demon. He's gonna have a moment, and I'm gonna say so and so Junior. That's my name.
until we have a full head of gray hair, I feel like we're okay to act immature.
Okay.
Shit, AJ DeBanza, we're here.
Yeah,
You
that's
cool
my
with that?
dog. You saw this his last year being a Celtics fan. I go.
I fucking love that about him.
Yeah.
Yo, that's a real.
Nah, you know what? I need you to be.
Him and Flag on the Celtics in like 2033.
Stop.
Can't wait,
I'm
man.
gonna talk to Joel for a second, guys. Do you mind?
Go ahead. Him and Dallas. Though,
Let me ask you, of
He
the
ain't
big
going to
three,
Dallas.
are you more partial to Cam Boozer?
Boozer's my number one.
That's your,
I
that's
knew
your
it.
guy?
And you know what?
And you're
I
a
love
DP
that.
guy?
Love that.
We're always
AJ.
here. You know what I'm saying?
We're always here. Y'all be dicking the wrong players. That's your
Allegedly,
problem.
apparently,
Whoa.
you be dicking me.
Who?
You.
In regard to what?
I don't know. That's what they be saying in the
Who's
comments.
they?
I be dicking you. You be dicking me.
Oh, that's facts.
I'll be honest. If anyone shows love to Boston or the Jays, that's my guy.
That's your problem. You have no type of creativity.
You know, it's
No.
also funny. I
But
was thinking about
also-
that today too. But that's only NFL. I feel
NFL.
like After you drop that Cade video on me, we're fucking done,
Wait,
bro.
what K video?
You know which one.
The Trey Young,
Because that shit was mad unnecessary.
Yeah, that shit banged for zero reason. I didn't even say what the date was or anything. I just acted like it was like yesterday. I just dropped it.
She was literally 2 years ago.
Jules had a bad stretch because they dropped the Saints video not too long ago, and it was about Drew Brees. And somebody on Saints Twitter picked it up, and they're just like, "Yo, who's this guy talking about Josh Allen?"
Oh, I think I
Better
seen
than
that.
Drew
It was a
Brees.
bad 24 hours for me on Twitter.
No, it's funny because I posted the video and I acted like it wasn't my podcast because I wasn't there. So people were just under it like, this podcast sucks. And I was like, yeah, this shit ass. I was under that shit trolling,
Fucking
bro.
asshole.
Oh, man. Yeah, nah, I be fucking with you. I just like to troll you, bro. Like the Giannis shit.
No,
last
it's good,
episode,
bro,
be
because
trolling
I
you, bro.
promise don't let Cade lose tomorrow.
I'm gonna be sick. I might not come in on Monday. Yo, I'm
Don't
sick,
let
bro.
Cade lose tomorrow because I'm not letting him off the hook for this shit. I'm not.
It's a tough series.
Out of shape at 24? Imagine that with Luka
Yeah,
Doncic.
That's what I said.
Yo,
You can't be out of,
Yo,
you can't be out of
Doncic.
shape.
Ain't he out of shape?
How is Ant out of shape? He's playing on one fucking
The nigga
leg.
last year was like, yo, guarding Kyrie. I'm out of shape. I'm tired. You said that shit.
Can't be out of shape.
Joel, you
bro.
remember
Too
that
young to
shit?
be out of shape.
He was gassed. That was 2 years ago, though.
Oh, my fault. 2 years. 2 years.
Yeah,
And then
2024
Luka
run.
big ass. All he is out of shape. Then Harden big ass coming into the season. He always out of shape. He plays his way into shape. It happens, bro. It happens.
KB playing the nonchalant,
Not my
humble
guys, man.
vibe.
He do. That shit
And
mad
that's
cool.
just,
That shit mad
it's
cool.
mad cool until you look mad regular.
You get fucking spanked.
That's you.
I'm a champion.
You got to
Sit this
stay
one
out of
out.
this.
Yo, please.
Until Cade wins, don't
Sit this one
talk to
out.
me.
Yo, that ass, sit this one out.
Don't.
Like,
At
this year,
24, Tatum's in the finals.
Oh, play like shit. He was playing like shit,
carried
bro.
his
He
way
was
there.
DCF MVP.
Talk.
No, there wasn't no thing.
Yes, he was.
It
Yes,
was?
he was.
He was the
Inaugural.
first one.
Inaugural.
First one.
Inaugural.
Fuck.
Bitch.
Fuck.
Watch it. That's when I was here.
All right.
what I mean?
He got me. I didn't know they did it that year.
You see how it
was the
like
first
immediately
one.
comes back?
Yeah.
Like,
Tatum,
This guy.
that's cool. Tatum,
what?
This fucking guy, man.
Come on.
Tatum actually really are bro. If you really think about it,
I was on the wave. I was on the
fell
wave.
off.
Because he.
No, he didn't.
niggas be falling off.
That's fucking nuts.
Couldn't be me. Like that's all I'm saying. Niggas be weak.
22, Tatum, take me back.
He was awesome in 22, and he was awesome in 23, and awesome in 24.
Then he tore
awesome
his
in 25.
Achilles.
And he was awesome this year. He came back from the Achilles. He was fucking awesome.
He was
And they
awesome.
couldn't
this
play
year.
game
I made a
seven.
video.
I know it's the fucking
I know,
calf or
he's
knee
hurt.
or
He
whatever
He was so
it was.
awesome. I made a video.
I respect that.
Did you like the video?
Yes, I did. I did like it. Yes,
Okay,
it
good.
took until Tatum tore his Achilles to get respect. I watched
If
it.
Is
anything,
it fact or cap?
if anything,
Absolutely.
you should be more on my side because we have the same type of aura right now. Like
I've,
Tatum,
I'm
same
cool with
aura.
Cade.
Family men, take care of their
Same
kids, stay out the
aura.
way. No bullshit.
Cade has a. I'm not gonna do this.
What you about
I'm
to say,
not
bro?
gonna belittle Tatum. I'm not gonna do that.
You
There's no reason
shouldn't.
for me to.
They
I'm not
carry
gonna.
themselves, grown men, adults at a young age, kids, take care of their kids. Mother left.
What are
No
your,
clue where she
What
at.
are your thoughts on people saying Tatum wanted to be Kobe so bad that he blew it 3-1 lead?
That shit made me laugh.
That shit
That was me,
embarrassing.
honestly. I just
Oh, you,
bullshitting.
that was you? I saw it because I was like, I saw that shit somewhere.
Yeah, you notice how most modern stars, their favorite player, Kobe.
Like who?
And Tatum's is, I know.
Trey Young's, Jason
This nigga
Tatum.
Trey Young. There ain't no way his favorite player Kobe.
DeMar DeRozan, favorite player, Kobe too.
You can
Okay.
making all this up.
Dame, favorite player is
Okay.
Kobe. He said it's Kobe.
They
These
grew up
aren't
with Kobe.
young players though. Dame, fucking DeMar, like these are
Anthony
old heads.
Edwards was, Shea's favorite player is Kobe.
And favorite player is actually Steph.
Ant was asked about it. He was like, "Yo, what you think about you doing this? You know, with and you were like in this company with Kobe." He's like, "Yo, no, that's cold. Yo, that's cold."
AJ's is KD.
He was like, "Ain't nobody touching Kobe."
Brandon Miller's is Paul George.
Yep.
Yeah. This
And man,
is
favorite player is Steph, bro. I want you to accept that.
all time.
He-
I think it's Kobe.
no, he loves Steph. All he does is dick eat now. It's actually insane. I love it.
Well, Steph Curry's a legend.
Yeah,
He's a legend.
they talk all the time. It's like little bro, big bro type shit.
Am I calling out of work tomorrow to listen to this Drake album? Dead ass.
Yo, bro.
That's nuts.
How many
Yo,
songs?
all right.
is it?
All
Now
right.
I gotta hit you with the.
Okay.
You're about to be 30.
All right.
Like, nah, come on. Like,
You know what's so
How
funny,
many
bro?
songs?
I don't know. You know what's so funny, Rip? Dead ass. I had a tweet ready, and I could not get the courage to hit send.
What was
I
it?
said, "I'm here contemplating call out of work tomorrow." How much glaze?
nah, we too old for that now. You know what I'm saying? We got go to work. You can listen to it at work.
I
right?
got 2 jobs.
You can't listen to it at work.
I probably could.
Like,
Should
throw,
I?
Just throw that shit
I
on.
feel
Like,
like
I'm,
as a nurse, an AirPod, that'd fake crazy.
No.
No, after you put on the
Happens way more
speaker.
often than you
Oh,
think.
really?
I'm gonna be
Damn.
honest with you.
unless you're in surgery, I feel like it's fine, right?
Yeah, and I don't do that.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest with you. That is way more common than you think.
Really? If I
Oh,
saw
it's
my nurse
12
doing that, I'd be
hours.
like, Yo,
Oh no,
fucking
I
pay
don't.
attention.
I don't go into the room with the
Yeah, that's what I'm
headphones
about to
Oh,
say.
okay,
That's
just when you're like
when
doing
you're in the
some
hallway
desk work or
charting,
something.
and that's when
See, nah.
go into a room with the headphone on. I'm not gonna tell you I haven't oh fuck.
Yeah,
I have done that, but yo, it's 12 hours.
Yo, I ain't even gonna lie. was a nurse and I had Dirk in my ear, I go in there. Like start wilding there.
You accidentally
yeah,
drop a
yeah,
perk
like,
in
oh my
there.
fault, gangy. Like I start tweaking in there, like, yo,
You
you hear the
walk in.
Perkies calling? Like I start singing rap lyrics in there.
Imagine you walk in and somebody needs painkillers. You're like, I need the Vicodin. Then you pull up, give them
Yeah, bro.
what they need.
I'll be like, yo, you
Give
heard
them
that new
pills.
Dirk? Like, go, hey, listen to this right
You
here.
can't be an actor. You can't be a nurse.
I definitely can't be an actor.
Those are the two jobs not in your wheelhouse.
Nah, actor and nurse. No, I definitely can't be an actor. I'm sorry.
No,
Now-
we know.
That's
We're
too
going to
much.
transition into the NFL portion of the podcast. We'll be back. But before we go, make sure you guys show some support to Poly Market. Use code PS26. You put in $20 and you get $50. They
you think
are
about
the
it.
biggest sponsor of the show.
It used to be $20. Now you're getting 30.
Yeah, it used to be you just use our code, you get a free $20, but that's a $20 difference because you
Mhm.
put in nothing, you get 20. And
Exactly.
if you put in 20, you get 50. So that's a
to $30.
Yeah,
$10.
you're going plus
There,
30.
the price went up.
yes. Just make sure you guys, make your predictions responsibly. If you listen to us, we make great predictions, so you'll be fine.
Especially Dells.
Dells is really good at it, man. He knows those algorithms.
You know me.
And Riv is good at predictions if they don't involve James Harden and the Pistons.
Or Cade. Well
Okay.
done. Well done.
Because
You was about to think
James
he.
Harden
I
doing his
was.
thing.
Bro, I'm dead ass. Fuck Kate Cunningham.
I ain't gonna lie.
Fuck you too.
I liked you better when you was on that side.
I am still.
Good. Don't come over here.
Fuck y'all.
Fuck y'all
And
too.
fuck you.
I ain't gonna lie. I feel that. I feel every bit of that. I want you to say that, and I'm glad.
You want to fuck him? Is that
Yeah.
what you're saying?
I do.
Maybe not
And
today
I,
because
and
you've been
I
disrespectful.
hope next year, like this is what I want for the
Mhm.
podcast.
Mhm.
I hope next year we get Toronto versus Detroit. I am begging for it.
You don't want that.
No, I do.
You
I
don't
do.
want that.
Because I want real.
You don't want
And
that.
I'm gonna say this. Scotty's a real man.
Mhm.
So I want real men to step up and play each
Because
other.
you know what's gonna happen.
I
He's gonna
don't.
take that assignment.
Take it.
He's gonna take that
Come have
assignment.
it.
He gonna pick up.
Come have it. We take it back.
Because we watched what Franz Wagner did to Kate Cunningham.
Yeah, help. Yeah, they built a wall. Niggas be building walls.
So they do that.
We don't got nothing else. Duran can't catch.
The biggest break I've seen a star have in some time is Franz Wagner getting injured for Kate Cunningham. It quite frankly
No,
saved
You know,
his legacy.
you know what was the last biggest break?
Let's hear
Harden and Kyrie getting hurt for your Bucks and Giannis.
That's
Fuck you. Nigga. Let's go.
yeah. Here's the thing. It led to a chip. What's yours gonna lead to? A second round exit.
Nope. We're gonna win.
It's gonna lead to a second
You,
round.
you
exit.
have us winning. We're gonna win.
I do have your win. I hope I'm fucking wrong.
It's about time that we're back with some NFL content because last couple of episodes, we've talked about basketball so much that we've just had no time to talk about the NFL.
Good.
But some big things have happened. The schedules have been released.
Yes.
We will be doing schedule predictions, not on today's podcast, but on next week's podcast, hopefully. But we do have some news. Number one, the 2026 Christmas schedule for the NFL.
Mm.
Texans versus Eagles.
Ooh, you guys going at it.
You're sick.
I'm so sad. CJ, gotta root against you, my boy.
Packers versus Bears.
W.
Keep putting them whack niggas on. Christmas.
Those games are always elite.
I've never seen a bad Packer Bear game.
Yeah.
I just hate seeing the Packers play.
Bills versus Broncos,
Awesome.
which is a rematch of an electrifying playoff
Basically,
game.
the AFC Championship game.
Yes. It
You
was.
said food.
I said that? No Matt Milano, bro.
Over
That
under
matters.
4.5 turnovers. Josh.
4.5 is an insane line.
And the primetime Christmas
Trying to think,
game
actually.
is Rams versus Seahawks.
There you go.
Oh my
Which
God.
last season, Rams versus Seahawks, you can argue they had
The best
two
games.
of the best games of the season.
Yes.
We had 4 games. Wait a minute. That game's at what time?
Gotta be like 9.
8:30 p.m. The first game is at 12.
Oh,
believe.
I thought one of them was Christmas Eve. No. I might be wrong.
Maybe.
I
Maybe.
think
we
we
are
one was
on
Christmas,
Christmas
Eve, and
Eve.
there's 3 games.
It just says that's their slate. That's a
Yeah,
Christmas
I
slate.
think the first game is Christmas Eve potentially, and then the next 3
Because
are
the
Christmas Day.
It
four
would
I
make
was like, wait a
sense.
minute, are they about to
I
play?
think-
I mean,
10 o'clock?
Texans
Yeah.
Eagles being primetime would make sense.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, I think we're on Christmas Eve. Yeah, so right the day
No,
before.
the Christmas slate is elite. I'm sure you have the Thanksgiving slate coming up next. The Thanksgiving slate is also elite. Week 1, they came out with all of the games. I looked at the whole Week 1 schedule, and it's obviously Week 1, so it's difficult because you're interested in everything. I want to watch every game. There's not a single game on there. that
I'm
I
not
don't
going to
watch.
lie. They even cooked to the Jets and Titans Week 1 matchup.
Yep. Salah, the Corey Davis Bowl.
They cooked with the
What
Jets
the
and
fuck?
Packers matchup too.
This nigga just be saying shit.
Like, I'm here trying to throw you a bone, and you
Like-
fucking say the Corey Davis bullshit.
That was the last two
Can't-
teams.
You
I
can lead him to the water, but you
I
know what I'm saying?
know.
Like, guy's an idiot.
Dude, they even cooked with the Jets Packers week 2 matchup. The Packers are coming to MetLife.
Yep.
So I'll be able to go and watch my former team
Watch us go 2-0.
while watching my current and longtime team, which is the Jets. So hopefully the Jets get
Probation.
that W for me.
You're on probation, so one of us is gonna have to attend the game with him
Just to make sure.
ensure he's not cheering
Shouldn't be
for
you.
them.
Yeah.
It's the Jets.
He's an asshole, bro. He doesn't
really
like going to
refuses to go
games.
to the,
Well,
stadium.
first of all, September game, much more open to go. He wanted to go to the game in
He
December.
did. December was
Ugh,
nuts.
For
I don't
our
know.
birthday.
Yo, bro, it's icy.
Dude,
in
what if
December.
we just went right here and we got a couple J's and just watched
You
right
and the
there,
fucking
man.
weed,
Or
man.
what if we
I'm
just go
concerned.
to the Packers game? We watched Jordan Love was one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, and then we watched the Jets, who were one of the most improved teams of the offseason.
Shit, you stuttered the whole time? That shit ain't make no fucking sense.
That's rude. But 2,
Listen, Packers, no Micah. When they didn't have Micah last year, they did not look like the same team.
When is Micah slated to come back? Week
dude,
5?
he's on the
he might start in the
physically
pub.
unable.
Yeah, so
That's
yeah,
fucking
at least
painful,
4
bro.
weeks, I think it is.
I like to see great
looking
players
at
play.
the looking at the Thanksgiving Eve schedule,
Yeah.
Packers at Rams,
That's Thanksgiving Eve.
Yes.
First Thanksgiving Eve game, Packers Rams.
That's
Say
kind of
less.
funny.
and
Eve.
Thanksgiving Bears at Lions,
Awesome,
Eagles at Cowboys,
awesome.
and then Chiefs at Bills.
Dallas,
Perfect.
bring that ass.
And then Black Friday is Broncos at Steelers.
We lost our Black
it
Friday
drops
game.
off there,
It
but
definitely drops.
the,
off.
the NFL has stepped their game up. In previous years, the Black Friday slate, Thanksgiving slate, Christmas slate has never been as good as it is right now.
The NFL, the only thing they're missing to be perfect is the ability to flex these games. I
I
understand.
feel like both sports.
Even the NBA too,
Yeah.
because they flex games later in the year, right? I think there's a certain cutoff, like week 12 or 13, you could start flexing games in and out. But why can't we do it earlier? If we know, God forbid, Dak Prescott's hurt, or you know what I mean, Hurts is missing it, like we should not have to be there and forced to watch backup quarterbacks play when there's going to be other good matchups on the slate. That's really the only thing they're missing. But this Thanksgiving slate is going to be awesome. I love that they're having Chiefs Bills Thanksgiving slate too, because I feel like
Always a banger.
I wouldn't say it's been put on the back burner, but I feel like we definitely have not had them play on Thanksgiving like these huge matchups, because it's always like these historical teams. The Cowboys are always going to be there.
The
I feel like
Raiders sometimes.
the Commanders sometimes. The
Steelers.
Lions are always there. So I always feel like we've had these historic Thanksgiving games that they don't want to sway away from certain teams. But Chiefs Bills, sign me up every
Yeah,
time.
I'm excited. The slate is crazy. And you mentioned the Chiefs Bills, man. I mean, it's like a banger every year.
Yeah.
Josh owns Mahomes in the regular season.
He does.
In the playoffs, though, we know that's a different story. Just like how he owns Lamar everywhere.
Oh.
But it's
No
going to
ring.
be playoffs and regular season. It's
No
really
ring.
everywhere.
No ring.
Like literally everywhere.
No ring.
But I'm excited because I think the slate, you see my boys up there. We got Dallas. I'm excited for Dallas. You know, it's always a banger. We lost our Black Friday game last year. It hurt.
That was the Chicago game.
Yeah.
They ran all over you guys.
I was just about to say, they had
Yeah.
20 yards of running on us.
Yeah. That was
Brutal.
fun. Thanksgiving Eve, probably gonna be tossed for that game.
And then for we also have the news
We
with
play the Texans. That's so annoying. So
That's gonna be ugly.
That's
The
an elite
defense
defense
is
right there.
Oh
Yeah.
my
It's gonna be an
god,
ugly game.
the defense is annoying.
That's
Now,
13
what
to
if
7.
Jalen Hurts has a good game against them?
Fucking thank God, because not many quarterbacks do.
No,
Only
definitely
Bo
not
Nix.
Josh.
Bo Nix.
Did he? Yeah.
He had a clutch game.
No,
winning
Clay, yeah,
drive.
he wasn't good at the fourth quarter
you're
game
such
winning
a-
drive.
Yeah, first 3 quarters he was mid.
I mean, that's basically every quarterback except when the time called for it.
We played a backup.
Iceman arrived.
Played a
Real
backup.
Iceman.
Played a backup.
He was doing decently.
yeah,
That being said, I'm so sorry to you, gentlemen. You haven't gotten the most out of me in this last 15 minutes. Just got announced.
Iceman.
Drake is dropping 3 albums tonight.
Why is he doing that?
I don't know what.
Is it- why is it
I'm-
40
Wait,
songs?
it's all Iceman though.
No,
It's 3 different albums.
3 different
One of
albums.
them is Iceman.
he's bugging.
So, which means he's gone for the next 3 years.
This,
3. I don't.
he's going. He,
What if they're all dog
3
shit?
albums.
What if they're all
I
dog
need,
shit?
I need time to listen. It's gonna take me 3 months. 3 albums? What
I mean,
the
like an
fuck?
album a month.
Yeah, bro, 3 albums? What the fuck? Because Drake doesn't
honest.
drop 8-song albums. I
No,
you know
this-
these are
this
at
motherfucker
least
like 20.
16
Yeah,
songs
yeah,
yeah.
on each of them.
I'm trying very hard not to hide who
No.
I really am for this
Oh.
camera right
No,
now.
I get it.
Yo, I need an R&B
I get it.
album.
I'm fucking
Yeah,
elated
fucking hope so.
right
He's got
now.
I need an R&B album. If I don't
3
get that, I don't
albums?
want to talk.
3 albums is nuts.
Yeah, that
He's
nigga.
got an album just dissing. Like one album's dissing, one album's
heard he was
rapping,
dissing
one
Braun.
album's.
Do you
I
care
couldn't
that he
hear
was
that
dissing
too.
Braun?
Damn.
Do I care?
Like, where's your
To be honest
allegiance?
with you,
Where's your allegiance
Nah, to
lies
be
then?
honest with you,
Mhm.
what LeBron did was unnecessary.
Fair. So you with Drake on this?
I'm with Drake. There was no reason for LeBron to
So
be like
you had-
actively like, yo, not like us. I love this song.
If you get locked up, put in the backseat of a van, they take you to a boat, and they take you out the van, you're on the boat, put you in a chair, and you have LeBron in this chair right here, Drake in this chair right here. You choose one to keep, the other gets pushed and drowned. Who you saving? You have an option of killing yourself too.
Oh, I'm still gonna go with the kid from Akron.
Okay. So you're killing Braun or you saving Braun?
The kid from Akron.
You like that?
So you're saving Braun.
I have to.
Fair.
I mean, what he means to
you.
me
Yeah, I'm with
as a man.
Yeah, that's valid. I'm with you.
Drake music will still be here.
Huh?
Drake's music will still be here.
That's a good
Well,
point.
to be fair, LeBron's career is basically, he's got a year or two left.
essentially over.
What about you, Tatum and Lamar?
Tatum.
Harden and Luka.
Who I'm saving?
If
No,
Lamar was
Harden
on
or
the Jets, it'd
Mahomes?
be different.
Who I'm saving?
Mhm.
Mahomes.
Easily.
Yeah.
Not a thought.
No.
So Mahomes over God.
Essentially. So no, I'm taking Mahomes over everybody.
I fucking respect that. That's real.
He stopped Jalen Hurts from getting his first ring and Brock Purdy from getting a ring.
It did
He's
stop.
forever
Yo,
in
Brock,
my
the
good
Brock
graces.
ring would have killed you.
Yeah,
it would've killed you.
It would have
That'd have been a
bad
I
summer
would
for
have
you.
retired from
Yeah,
boxing.
that would have been a bad summer for you. I actually needed that one more than the Hurts ring.
I would have retired.
That would have killed so many narratives.
It would have been over for me, man.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is that I think his name is Steven Ruiz from The Ringer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He wrote a lot of articles that were very anti-Brock Purdy, and it got a lot of 49ers fans riled up. This was years ago during that 2023 season. And he made a bet, and he was like, yo, real talk, if Brock Purdy wins the Super Bowl, I will quit my job. I will retire. He's like, you can hold me to it. I will quit. I will retire.
He was dead ass.
And
He said
him-
like ever or just that year?
He said ever.
Oh,
he said, I'm
wow.
done. If this quarterback wins the championship, I'm done.
Why is that the hill you die on?
He's so upset. He so hates him.
Brock Purdy. And he got blessed. I mean, the Chiefs were
Yeah.
down by 10.
Yeah.
It was dangerously
Bro,
Nah,
close.
Mahomes saved a
Unemployed.
lot of legacies. A lot of legacies that year, bro.
Oh my goodness. Nah, he must have been a nervous wreck watching that game.
Hate him over Lamar is a thought. I'm shocked.
No,
I
no,
know,
it
I
wasn't. Honestly, it just took me a second to process. It's not a thought.
Oh, it's not.
No, with respect to Lamar, I love him. I love him like a
We
brother.
love your life skins.
But Tatum's on the Celtics. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's what my immediate thought was.
Mhm.
So like, if Lamar was awesome and he was on the Jets, it'd be a much harder
different. You would take Lamar.
It'd be
probably.
close.
Okay.
It'd be close.
Okay.
Like if
I
Lamar was
wanted
drafted by
Lamar
the
Jackson on the
and
Jets.
One chip
I
with the
did.
Jets. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
I did. I was kind of saying they should trade back and just draft him.
I remember draft night when Charles had his time with the Patriots. It was the 31st pick. Charles is lit. He has his phone out. He's recording. We're about to get Lamar. We're about to get Lamar. Sony Michelle.
That was
He
Sony
said,
Michel, man.
fuck.
That's funny. as
Baltimore knew, man.
Generational fumble right there. Other news in the NFL is that running backs are getting paid.
shit. There we go.
Devon Achane, 4-year, $68 million deal. Brees Hall, 3-year, $45.7 million deal. Those are just recent extensions, but we saw Kenneth Walker get 3 years, $43 million. ETN get 4 years, $48 million. And we also saw Jeremiah Love be the third overall pick, and his contract is 4 years, $53 million, already being paid as one of the top running backs in the league. It feels like after years of the position not mattering, things are starting to come back to the mean where it's like, okay, running backs, they are valuable.
Mhm.
They should be paid. And we're seeing that this offseason.
Yeah, and I think number one, both Bijan and Gibbs are going to be due for an extension, and they're going to break the market.
Big money.
Because right now Jeremiah Love is getting the most guaranteed money out of any running back because rookie contracts are fully guaranteed. But it wouldn't surprise me if one of them end up breaking that. And number two, it's the teams who are paying them, right? Like obviously the Jets and Dolphins are not by no means the face of the league, but the Chiefs went out and paid Kenneth Walker. The Ravens multiple years are bringing back Derrick Henry. You have the 49ers bringing back and extending CMC. So it's not just teams are going out here and just spending stupid money on running backs, but it's the team, the Bills going and extending James Cook. It's the teams that are consistently in the playoffs, making deep playoff runs, going to Super Bowls, winning Super Bowls. These are the teams that are extending them. And even the Seahawks are letting, you let Kenneth Walker go. It's going to be interesting to see what this offense looks like when you have Jadarian Price and Charbonnet coming off an injury. Because more pressure is going to be put on Sam Darnold. That's going to be a big hole that's going to be lost, especially during the playoffs last year, how important Kenneth Walker was. But I agree with you, Joel. I mean, a lot of things are coming back, right? These heavy personnel packages coming back, 12 and 13 personnel. You see just more like stronger and larger guys when you had a lot of, faster, twitchy guys when you think of all the 11 personnel you're playing with 3 receivers out there. So we see it all the time. It's just this Mahomes era felt like it was never going to change because, oh my God, Mahomes is going to tear this league up forever. And obviously he's done his thing. But you see it's coming back to the norm. And, that's why some of these tight ends are getting picked so highly because you want to have, multiple 2 or 3 tight ends, guys that can block, guys that can go out there and receive. So I'm happy we're getting more of a balance now because the days of, I think, the Rams and Chiefs games where everyone's scoring 40 points, I think they're behind us. Defense is starting to catch up when you have the Mike McDaniels of the world and Jesse Minters of the world. They're catching up to the Sean McVays and the Mike McDaniels. So I'm glad to see we're seeing a bit of a resurgence here with some old school football.
They're also well deserved. I mean, Devon A-Chain was incredible last year, especially with the situation given in Miami. Tua and the wide receivers weren't playing to the best of their abilities, and the offense as a whole just collapsed. A-Chain felt like the one lone bright spot in Miami last year where he was just awesome after the catch, awesome in between the tackles. And then, like you mentioned, Breece Hall, I think he tweeted or he posted on Instagram, like him and Garrett, Jet for life, they were always going to be there. And it's awesome to keep those 2 young players because you felt like them moving Sauce, them moving Quinnen Williams. It felt like just a resurgence of moving all the guys that were young of the old regime. But Garrett staying, Breece Hall staying, it kind of gives you that confidence. Now, all right, we're still keeping some of the guys, and Breece Hall's still a really, really, really good running back. Still really relatively young, and at his best, he could probably be one of the 10-5 best running backs or whatever it is. But I'm excited because, like you mentioned, Gibbs, Bijan, that 1-2 punch is special. They're gonna break the bank. Jeremiah Love, when he gets a chance, is probably gonna break the bank. If Genty gets that offensive line can get right, he could probably break the bank. I won't sleep on from Cleveland. Junkins, he's a really good running back. He's gonna get paid too. But it's just the talent at running back is super, super, super good right now.
I think it all changed when Too High got brought in, and now you have to be a little bit more methodical. And that kind of was put on full blast when Saquon Barkley is having his unbelievable season, and you have A.J. Brown and you have Devontae Smith that you still have to be mindful of. And it didn't matter because even still, Saquon Barkley was just going to be super dominant, even if you were stacking boxes against him. But I think that kind of put everything into perspective, that entire season of how important and how valuable the running back has become. Defenses are more scared of the long ball than they are of a running back churning it out 5 yards a carry, 6 yards a carry. But that adds up, and that's how you eat clock, and that's how you dominate a game and dominate possession. And I think that that's where running backs have gotten their value back once again. And I think you guys are 100% right. It was led by one of the most deserving running backs in the game, in Devon A-Chain, who has been one of the most dominant at his position last year. Ridiculous statistics, everything about his game. He's one of the most well-rounded running backs we have in the game. But it's the truth. The money Gibbs is going to get is going to be mind-numbing. The money that Bijan's going to get is going to be even crazier than that. And these are 2 guys that are deserving of it. Bijan slightly more, in my opinion. I just think that he's the better running back overall. No slight to Gibbs, who's obviously incredible in his own right. But the position has gotten life back into it. And I think that it's unfortunate for the guys before them, the Le'Veon Bells that come to mind, or James Conner, who didn't want to get brought back by Pittsburgh, who did not get that contract because the position was easily replaceable. But then you had Mahomes and Burrow and Josh Allen. I'll throw Lamar in there, not to be disrespectful, that these guys have just such insane arms that naturally the game allowed it to evolve into getting running backs back to being important again. Because defenses are so smart that they're just going to continue to game plan and continue to take away an opposing team's strength. But it's hard to stop a consistent, great run game. And again, I think that the guys getting paid now are some of the most deserving. I think that James Cook obviously deserved his. I think A-Chan deserves his. Breece Hall is another one that had a great year considering situation too. The running back position has been valuable and definitely undervalued over these last few years. Ken Walker, Super Bowl runs have been made and broken by the running back position. For years, we've seen if your team has a dominant run game, you're able to get hot, have a guy be on a lesser contract, you're able to go ahead and win. Leonard Fournette is the first one that comes to mind. Sony Michel's another one that comes to mind on a rookie deal. You have that running back in the playoff, it definitely gives you that edge. So it's definitely validating for the running backs to see, and I think it's led by a great name in HN.
Now, you mentioned, Dells, about how teams have upticked their usage in 12 and 13 personnel. Last year, it was made popular by the Rams. They did it the most of anybody in the NFL, and they had one of the best offenses. A team that's trying to copy that formula is the Chargers. They brought in Mike McDaniel as their offensive coordinator to help establish that run game and bring in some quicker passing concepts. And you see their offseason moves where they bring in Alec Ingold, they bring in Keaton Mitchell, they add to the interior of their offensive line, they add a tight end in Charlie Kohler, and then they also signed David Njoku. They're trying to have multiple tight end sets. They now have Njoku and Gatson, which I think is going to be a terrific tight end combination. But it begs the question, what are we going to expect? What do we expect from Herbert now being in McDaniel's offense? Because Tua was once in this same offense, and he had great statistical numbers. So the expectation is that Justin Herbert will do something similar. And right now on Polymarket, you have the Chargers at a 32% chance to win the AFC West, which is behind the Broncos. The Broncos are at 35%. So the Chargers are at 32%. It is close, but this team, after winning 11 games with injuries to Joe Alt and Rashawn Slater, they are viewed as a team that, getting those two back, they could compete for the division. And if you guys want to make your predictions on Polymarket, you can use our code PS26, drop $20, get $50.
Get 50.
And if you think the Chargers can win the AFC West, you can make a prediction that they will on Polymarket. But what do you expect from Herbert this upcoming season?
I mean, I think we expect everything we always expect. You know, he's one of the 7 best quarterbacks in football.
Depends who you ask.
Yeah, well, definitely 10. I think he's 100% for sure top 10 in this league. I'll go even say he's top 8 in this league. Fact. I think he's one of the most talented.
You had to know that was going to stick. You had to know that was going to stick.
I have no problem with it.
I think he's one of the most talented quarterbacks at this position, but I think he's at a point where if you look at him against his peers, Josh Allen has an MVP, Lamar has an MVP, Mahomes has an MVP. We're kind of waiting for that MVP like Mo. I think Joe Burrow, he doesn't have one, but he's had MVP like seasons, and I don't think Herbert hasn't had that, but we're waiting for that moment in the regular season for Herbert. We're waiting for that moment where he can at least finish the year top 3 in those conversations. And then, you know, the expectation in the regular season, of course, win a division, you know, be one of the best quarterbacks in the league. But I don't think conversations for him start until the playoffs. I think that's the big blemish on his career right now. It's you've been in the playoffs, I want to say 3 or 4 times. You were pedestrian against the Jaguars. You didn't do anything good or spectacular, but you didn't do anything super bad to lose them the game. You were horrific against Houston. You were horrific against the Patriots. I mean, like, at some point, you have to, it can't just be a if team construct. It's got to be like, you have to play better. You have to make it to where it's not on you. There's been performances where quarterbacks at that level have made it to where I did all I could. I feel like with Herbert, sometimes we come out those playoff games where we don't feel like you did all you could. We feel like you could have did a little bit better. We feel like you could have handled the ball or not turned over the ball a little bit better. So I think the expectation for the Chargers, maintain that same level last year and just continue to grow from there. I think they had different expectations when Harbaugh came in the building. And I think now you're going into this year where we won 11 games. People slept on us last year. Now we have expectations. Expectations are right under Denver. It's compete for the division. Denver and the Chargers are going to go back and forth all throughout this season. And I think the Chargers, they have the roster to be competitive. I just think now it's going to be a big magnifying glass on Herbert, and you have to perform. And I think it starts in the playoffs.
I'll say this. I'm scared. This Chargers team is nice. It's looking extremely well-rounded. If healthy, I'm genuinely concerned because Rashawn Slater and Joe Alt send the edge on both sides. Biadasz, however you pronounce his name at center. It's reminiscent of the Dolphins when they had Teron Armstead, Austin Jackson, and Connor Williams. I believe that's his name, the center.
Yes,
Yeah.
Connor Williams.
Their guards were iffy, but they had their tackles in place and a great to good center. Connor Williams drastically outplayed his contract. He was incredible. On top of the fact, Njoku now comes in, and Njoku, who has been known to be a great blocking tight end, is now getting brought into the building as well. The one who benefits the most from all of this is not Herbert. It is Omarion Hampton. Omarion Hampton with Mike McDaniel. He is going to put up video game numbers so long as he stays healthy. That running back room as a whole, because again, Vidal was way too good last year for us to not at least respect him in the conversation of being in the running back room. He'll get his opportunity. But Omarion Hampton is going to be put in a position to succeed. Now, of course, it comes back. Herbert is the obvious thing to talk about because I think Herbert is one of the most talented in the league. I think that situationally last year with no offensive line in the regular season, he uplifted, but then come playoff time, he crumbled. And people will use that against it. And I think that to a certain extent it is fair because in the biggest moments, you've sunken. But if your guys are able to stay healthy, there is no excuse as to why you shouldn't be the best version of yourself. Ladd McConkey should now get a boost now because with Keenan Allen gone and with an offensive line, I think a lot of opportunity is going to go his way. Gadsden takes a bit of a dip, in my opinion, after the Njoku signing. But QJ showed you last year that he's more than capable of being a more than viable wide receiver 2. I should say high-end wide receiver 3. This offense is extremely well-rounded, extremely balanced. And with McDaniel calling plays, this is a legitimate threat to be one of the better offenses. I think what's holding him back is that secondary wide receiver, depending on what version of QJ you get and what version of Ladd McConkey you get.
It's about Trey Harris. Trey Harris can improve off his rookie season. That's the third guy they're looking at, and that's why they moved on from Keenan because they drafted Trey Harris with a second-round pick.
True.
I mean, there's somebody that they are high on, and they also had Keandre Lambert-Smith last year who showed some flashes in the preseason for what that's worth. I look at the offense in 2025. The Chargers were 20th in points scored. They were 12th in yards. But what was the most demoralizing part of their offense was the fact that Justin Herbert was hit 206 times last season. That's 13 times per game. And you can argue, oh, it's because of the offensive line. Joe Alt, Rashawn Slater, they were hurt. And that has something to do with it. But play calling and offensive design can keep your quarterback from taking big hits. Greg Roman's time to throw that he had Herbert under over the last 2 seasons was 3.06. The Chargers have had a bad offensive line, but Greg Roman has been asking Herbert to hold on to the ball forever for these passing concepts to develop versus Tua's time to throw under Mike McDaniel was 2.59 seconds, which was the fastest in the NFL. And Tua, on average, was contacted 4.2 times a game, which was the lowest amount of contacts that a quarterback has had per game when he was under Mike McDaniel. We're talking about Herbert going from 13 hits a game to now potentially going to 4 hits per game, keeping him fresher. He's getting the ball out faster. Mike McDaniel is going to do a phenomenal job protecting Justin Herbert, and they have brought in all the pieces to make this more of a viable running offense. And Mike McDaniel, I trust him to bring out the best version of the Chargers, where it is interesting to see how this is going to look, because is this the best OC Herbert has had in his career outside of Shane Steichen?
Yeah.
You can argue it is. And last time Justin Herbert had Shane Steichen, he was putting up top 5 numbers in the NFL.
Yeah, I mean, I feel really confident about their offense. I think Mike McDaniel coming in gives you upside that you simply just didn't have with Greg Roman. I think Roman and his concepts that we've seen over time, we saw it at sort of the end with Baltimore. You saw it the last year in Los Angeles. Things get stale pretty quickly. I didn't think he was a very innovative or creative play caller. And Mike McDaniel comes in. Obviously, we know everything he brings just schematically, but also the players that he brings in, right? You mentioned some of the guys, Charlie Kohler, Alec Ingold, the Njoku signing. It's just all guys that really point to, we want to run the shit out of the football, right? And when you use a first round pick on Omarion Hampton, And before the injury last year, the last like 1 or 2 games before he went down, he really started to look like this could be a star running back in the league. When he came back from injury, he just didn't have the same amount of explosiveness or freshness. He did seem like he rushed back, even though he was out for a long time. Those lower body injuries can do that. Hampton, I think, is going to be excellent. The offensive line really has to stay healthy. Biadasz is going to come in and be the best center they've had in multiple years. The guards are still questionable. They signed Cole Strange in free agency, who is a replacement level guard at best. But this offensive line is going to live and die by the tackles. If you're telling me Slater and Joe Walter playing 17 games, they're healthy for the playoffs, this is a team that when probably Marcus talking about 35% chance to win the division, I could buy into that. Because when this offensive line is healthy and you can keep Justin Herbert upright, this is going to be an excellent offense. Where I start to question things is defensively. When you lose Jesse Minter, that's going to be a loss that I don't know if Chris O'Leary is going to be able to come in and just, snap his fingers and be able to replicate the same thing. We saw when Baltimore loses Mike McDonald. When he leaves, defensively, you kept a lot of the same pieces, but when you don't have that mind in the building, we saw how the defense fell off a cliff. So my bigger word for them is just how this defense looks, because I don't want to give all the credit to Jesse Minter, but he was very obviously highly regarded, even when, Baltimore was looking to hire a defensive coordinator way back in 2021. It was between Jesse Minter and Mike McDonald, being those Michigan guys having that connection. They went with Mike McDonald. Jesse Minter obviously ends up having a great career in the NFL so far himself. So these just look like two of the best defensive minds that we have in football right now. Does Chris O'Leary have that, right? Is there going to be some sort of coaching tree that we see from Jesse Minter that has it? Because when you have Herbert and this offense and the weapons, I feel really strong about it. It's just personnel-wise on defense, I don't know if you could look at the Chargers and be like, oh, that's a top 10 unit, right? When you just talk strictly about personnel, I think Jesse Minter did a lot of, weird and funky things to make that defense better than what it was on paper. I still think Gaston is going to be really good offensively, right? We saw Harold Fannin be able to eat in his role, and Njoku eat in his role. Njoku and Kohler are just going to play more in line, while Gaston is going to play more probably in the slot. They need bodies at wide receiver as is, right? You feel really good about Ladd. QJ has his role as that X receiver. And then can you see if Trey Harris or one of these younger guys breaks out? But Gadsden was the one last year, that we saw for a 3-4 week stretch. We're like, holy shit, is this the next young breakout tight end? Is this the next Tucker Kraft or, some of these guys that have broken down the scene the last couple of years? And unfortunately down the stretch, he just wasn't that guy. He wasn't involved as much. But the Chargers offense, the whole kind of fell apart. If this offensive line can stay healthy and Chris O'Leary can do 80% of what Jesse Minter was able to do, you feel really good about the Chargers. It's just this division they're in. The Broncos being the number 1 seed last year, of course. The Chargers having Mahomes healthy and improved. The Raiders are an afterthought, but that's still going to be a team that's going to be more competitive than they were last year. It's going to be tough to win the division. But I'm expecting Herbert to maybe numbers-wise not have his best numbers of his career because he's thrown for 5,000 passing yards. But in terms of efficiency, I think this is going to be one of the more efficient seasons of his career.
And if you look at right now, the top 4 teams, AFC West, each division has 4 teams, but look at it in order. You have the Broncos at number 1, the Chargers at 2, the Chiefs at 3, and then the Raiders at 4 percentage chance to win the AFC West. I think this division is between 3 teams.
Do they all make the playoffs?
The Chiefs feel like the best value here.
Of course they do.
What was their percent?
20.
All I know is they're third, and they shouldn't be third.
You would have them 1 or 2?
I would have them 1.
You'd have them
Mahomes is
over
coming back
Denver.
healthy.
Oh my god,
Bro, he was healthy last
They're the
year.
worst roster.
Out of the 3.
They made some big changes this offseason.
They got worse.
You can argue the Chiefs had a worse roster Denver's first year with Russ.
Huh?
You can argue the Chiefs had a worse roster in Denver's first year with Russell Wilson.
I agree with you.
Can I
the
ask you
Chiefs
a question?
overperformed.
Okay, difference is we have Bo Nix.
If Herbert was on the Chiefs outside of Mahomes, would you still say the first?
No.
Okay.
I can see that.
I just want to make it. Okay.
It's strictly a Patrick Mahomes thing.
Even
But
though
hey,
he played last year and they weren't.
But hey,
close.
if
I'll tell
you
you what.
guys have a different prediction, you can make it on Polymarket.
I'm going to say this to you. One of the best news that Chiefs fans could have gotten is Broncos Chiefs Monday night week 1.
Yeah.
He'll be ready.
Because there's
Mahomes isn't missing that game.
there's no way in hell that the NFL is okaying that if they don't think Mahomes is playing week 1.
Yeah.
Because Justin Fields on Monday night,
Nuts.
first
No,
week
thank
of football, I doubt it.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Mahomes is just too much of a competitor.
Didn't they
to
have
try to
Zach
miss a
Wilson one
season.
year on Monday night?
They did.
Yeah, against
Later
the
in the
Chiefs.
season, not week 1, but it was.
Well, didn't they
I think
didn't
it
play
was
the
within
Bills
first
on
6
Monday
weeks.
night?
Well, that was when Rodgers got hurt.
Yeah,
Zach came in.
It's unfortunate. Justin Herbert is part of the illustrious 2020 quarterback class that unfortunately only features one quarterback that really hasn't panned out. But Joe Burrow.
Is that Tua? Is that what you said?
Yes, Joe Burrow is the number 1 overall pick, and he has had playoff success unlike Justin Herbert in the past, but Burrow hasn't been in the playoffs for years now, and it is becoming worrisome that he's missed it this much. It has been a combination of things. It's been that he hasn't been healthy. The bigger thing you can point to is that the defense has just been so terrible. Did the Bengals do enough this offseason so the Bengals can be back in the playoffs to give Joe Burrow a chance to make a playoff run?
If he's healthy, maybe. However, this defense still has its ways to go. Linebackers are still not the greatest. Bringing in Cook was a great addition to the safety room because it definitely needed help and had been missing that piece since Jesse Bates had left. Dex is huge. Bringing in Boye Mafe is huge. I just still think
Got to see it.
Shamar being such an insane disappointment in year 1, that's a genuine concern. I don't think the cornerbacks are bad. I think you had Dax Hill,
DJ Turner.
DJ Turner, the one who actually produced last season.
He was a top 10 corner.
He was
I
excellent
think Cam
last year.
Taylor Britt's still there.
No, he's not there.
He's not. But
He went to Indy, I think.
correct.
Colts.
Mhm.
Fire.
The cornerback room is actually good, and I think now with the addition of Cook, I think the secondary is something that you look at as one of the bright spots on the team. It's that linebacking core that you're going to have to be concerned about, especially when it comes to tight ends, because last year they got absolutely destroyed by them. But I think with the pressure that Dexter Lawrence alleviates now, with all the attention that he's going to be receiving, I think that bodes well, especially for a guy like Boye Mafe, who now got brought in on a decent contract that is going to be on a kind of chip on my shoulder to prove that he's worth that contract. I think that he got a huge boost when Dexter Lawrence got brought into the room. And I also think that Shamar Stewart is going to have a little bit of boost in that regard too, because there's going to be less attention his way. It would have been nice to have Trey Hendrickson on this team, but I think that you live with it knowing that you have Dexter Lawrence, Boye Mafe. You got a little bit younger in that regard. You got better at stopping the run on top of it. And I think offensively, so long as Joe Burrow is healthy, nobody ever questions Cincinnati's offense at all.
Yeah.
So long as he's on that field, you know what you're getting. You're getting one of the best, highest production level offenses. And I think one of the more unsung players that does not get enough credit because all anybody talks about is Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Chase Brown, who is one of the best pass catching running backs in the game. And Joe Burrow has shown that he will target him and hyper focus his opportunity to him because that's an extension of the run game. I think that that's another part that I appreciate about the NFL now is how running backs have become their pass catching abilities have become extensions of their run game. I think Achan's a perfect example of that as well. But Chase Brown's another one that I put on that at obvious lesser level. This is a good team. I have my concerns about the pass rush, and I have my concerns about that coverage over the middle of the field because their linebackers legitimately aren't good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think for offense, it's just about Joe Burrow being healthy, right? It's pretty easy when you're evaluating the Bengals offense. If Burrow's healthy, it's going to be probably a top 5 unit in football. They're going to be able to score 40 points against basically anybody. If Joe Burrow is not healthy, they did bring back Joe Flacco, which I think is important. They're not going out there with, some scrub backup. So we saw Joe Burrow, at least he'll target T. Higgins and Jamar Chase for everyone who's playing fantasy football, but we know the team has no chance. So assuming Joe Burrow is healthy, all the attention turns to the defense because offensively, they didn't really do much, right? In the draft and in free agency, offensively, they basically didn't touch anything outside of like some backups. But defensively is where it gets interesting because Dexter Lawrence is the huge move. You trade the 10th overall pick. They really just changed the entire D-line edge room, right? Because you bring in Boye Mafe, like we're talking about, Dexter Lawrence. Jonathan Allen gets signed as kind of like a second, third wave of free agency. Cassius Howell on day 2 of the draft was a productive player at Texas A&M. It's going to bring some speed to that edge room. So I think you feel really good about the defensive line and the edge room in general. What Drew's talking about is true, though, right? The linebacker room still needs some work. And the secondary is improved with Brian Cook, but isn't improved enough. I think Dexter Lawrence is obviously a superstar, right? When he's healthy and he's playing at 100%, he's one of the best interior defensive linemen in the NFL. He's not changing your defense, though, right? Dexter Lawrence by himself is not coming in. Even if Boye Mafe comes in and is able to replicate some of the stuff he did last year, Jonathan Allen's a solid piece next to him. You need other players in that back seven to be able to break out in some way. I still wish they made a little bit more change, maybe on the coaching staff of the defensive coordinator spot, so you could buy yourself in. That's why, like, for me, Dallas is more interesting because you do have Christian Parker and you have like this whole new, just schematically coming in and this new, hotness, as lack of a better term, that you have an unknown there where it's like, what if this is just one of the next, defensive coordinators that kind of makes its way up the ranks? Cincinnati didn't do that, so you are just looking at strictly personnel, and they'll be improved, and if you have an improved defense with a healthy Joe Burrow in a division that, looks solid, obviously Baltimore is going to be there, but outside of Baltimore, it's like the Steelers probably will fucking find a way to win 10 games again, but I'm going to say right now they're going to suck, and Cleveland is still rebuilding. So they're in position to compete, be the first or second best team in this division. They overhaul the defensive line. You should be able to get more pressure on the quarterback. Shamar Stewart in year 2, you hope could take some mini leap that could be a productive player, at least a rotational pass rusher for you at a minimum. So I think Cincinnati, in terms of what they had available to them, because you are paying all of these guys already, they traded the 10th overall pick. This is a team that does not trade first round picks throughout their history. I think they made it like one other time in their history, I want to say, and it was like 20 plus years ago. So the fact that they're showing an ability to go and be aggressive, realizing we have a window right now with Joe Burrow, let's go get a star like Dexter Lawrence, pay out for a Boye Mafe and Jonathan Allen. You have to be happy with it, I think, if you're Cincinnati. You're not going to go out there and find 11 replacement players in free agency in the draft, but for the capital that they had, both in cap space and just in draft picks, I think you're feeling pretty good.
Yeah, I love what they did this offseason because I do feel like at a certain point, you have to help out your offense. I feel like over the last 3 or 4 seasons, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins has given you all-time, all-world offenses, and they putting this team in positions to win. And this defense has failed you, and I think, in the secondary, you're really young, and I think that's good because I feel like the young guys are starting to get it together, starting to figure it out. Like you mentioned, the linebackers aren't the prettiest, but Jonathan Allen, Dexter Lawrence, I think Boye Mafe could have a really big year. And I think that's in due part to the gravity Dexter Lawrence has on the field when he is playing at that high level. Dexter Lawrence is still one of the better elite defensive talents in this league. So I think bringing him in for the 10th pick, which you're probably not going to find that value at the 10th pick for Dexter Lawrence, you made a chess move. You feel like, we have Joe Burrow. We don't know how long he's going to be healthy for. Jamar Chase is one of the best receivers in football. T. Higgins is one of the more elite number 2 options. Why not figure this out? So I think the moves they made were dope, especially in the division that we used to prop up because we used to feel like coming into the season it was elite. And now Pittsburgh, we don't know what their quarterback situation is. They're getting older on the defensive side. They weren't the prettiest team to watch last year. Obviously, they snuck themselves to 9 or 10 wins, but it still feels like the end for Pittsburgh. I just don't know when it's going to be. It could be this year. And Baltimore, Baltimore had a rough year, but it usually does come down to Baltimore and Cincinnati. And I think with Cincinnati, their situation, you've put your offense in a better position this year than you have prior because you now have a good amount of talent on the defensive side.
Joe Burrow put pressure on the Bengals organization to make moves to get better, and they delivered. I'm all in on the Bengals this upcoming season.
Here we go.
I think they're going to make the playoffs. The defense lost Trey Hendrickson, who's a great pass rusher, but he struggles in the run game. And they lost Joseph Asai, who's at best rotational and didn't make much of an impact last season anyway, or for his entire Bengals career. You add in Dexter Lawrence, who's an elite run stuffer. You add in Jonathan Allen. You already have B.J. Hill. They have defensive tackles. T.J. Slane's a big body to stop the run. They have a nucleus in the middle of their defense now that is going to give them a much higher floor. And then you have Boye Mafe. You drafted Cassius Howell. Shamar Stewart, I don't think we can judge him too harshly off his rookie season. We can still see improvement from him. And then their secondary with Dax Hill and DJ Turner. DJ Turner was a top 10 corner last year. You still have Jordan Battle, who's a talented young player. You brought in Brian Cook, who was one of the best safeties in football last season, and Kyle Duggar. He can't cover much, but Kyle Duggar in the box defending the run is solid. The linebacking core is the major hole, but I think playing with a front four that is so much better now is going to alleviate some of their responsibility to where they're not going to look as bad as they looked last season. And then you look at the Bengals with Joe Burrow, they were 5-3. They were winning before he got hurt. They finally had their first good start to the season. It felt like even with one of the worst defenses in the league, they were going to make the playoffs last season if Joe Burrow was healthy. But then you look at their offensive line, which is always nitpicked, but the offensive line last season was 15th in quarterback pressure rate, 6th in time to throw, so they got the ball out fast. But then you look at some other stats that show that they were 14th in the league in sacks allowed with 36, and a sack percentage of 5.3%, and that ranked top 10 in the NFL. It ranked 9th. Their offensive line was good, and they were second across all teams in dropbacks at 688. They did a much better job protecting Joe Burrow, and it's why we didn't see them address the offensive
They
line.
brought back the same 5.
Exactly, because the offensive line last year, their 5, it was good. And they overhauled the defense. They lost one defensive player that made an impact, and they brought in about 4 to 5 guys. And I think that is going to make the big difference. Baltimore is still very talented, and I think top to bottom, Baltimore is probably the more talented roster. But Cincinnati, I thought they had an A+ offseason, and I think they're going to be in the playoffs next season if Joe Burrow's healthy.
They also drafted Connor Lew on day 3, who was someone that was projected to go first round, potentially definitely day 2, but was coming off a torn ACL, so they have even more offensive line depth. It's been a while that you bring, especially Cincinnati, who's had all these offensive line issues, bring back the same starting 5. If you're able to have that continuity year over year, you're expecting it to get even better in the second year.
Did you hear about Drew Allar and him being in Mike McCarthy's quarterback school?
They said they're everything you've learned, unlearn it. We're gonna build you back up.
They're teaching him to play much slower because in college and throughout his quarterbacking life, Drew Allar has been like a 9-step deep drop quarterback, which means like he's very far from the line of scrimmage. So in this quarterback school, just the teachings, what they're teaching Drew Allar is just, okay, 3-step drops, how to get the ball out quick.
No way.
Yeah, they're doing those things because he's a project quarterback. He's raw, but Drew Allar is 6'5". He has a rocket arm. He has all the physical tools to be a good quarterback.
So you're saying Penn State ruined him?
Penn State doesn't have a great track record when it comes to quarterbacks.
Why didn't he transfer then?
Penn State, he had good numbers, but against top 10 opponents, 50% completion percentage.
I hope Rodgers doesn't come back, with all due respect to a living legend.
But then who would start though?
Will Howard, Drew Allar, go at it.
I feel like you need Rodgers for one more year.
I don't know. For what though?
Just so he would be great in the quarterback room to teach him.
Yes.
Drew Allar.
Will Howard learned from him last year. He could start teaching on to pass it on to Drew
Will
Allar.
Howard is shit.
You guys know that I am a fan of Mike McCarthy's quarterback school.
You are.
And the reason why I didn't completely shit on the Steelers bringing in Mike McCarthy is because if the Steelers' goal was to find a quarterback and develop a quarterback, I think Mike McCarthy was one of the better coaches to get that done with his highly regarded quarterback school. He's worked with tons of great quarterbacks. And Drew Allar, I think, is going to be the perfect case study because he is raw. He is a project. If Mike McCarthy could turn Drew Allar into a good quarterback,
you're buying some real hopium right here.
Does he have a Hall of Fame case?
Yes. If he turns Drew Allar. Yeah, last year we were talking, I guess 2 years ago at this point, Allar goes back to school, but he was getting hyped as like a potential first-round pick because of all the physical tools. But last year wasn't great. He was dealing with some injuries too, I want to say.
I saw him play 4 times, twice against Ohio State. Oh, my God.
Yeah, no, it wasn't pretty.
If you look at just how he is moving in practice, everything is super slow because he's learning everything from the ground up. That's why I don't think he should play this season. I think this season should just be strictly about learning. Like, as you said, he's relearning how to play the quarterback position. Give it a year, though.
That's so crazy.
Give it a year. Let's see where Drew Allar is at.
You went to Penn State, a top school, for just a top big school. They got all shit tons of money, play top competition. You were so bad that you come into the NFL, they're like, yo, you have to relearn how to play quarterback.
Yeah, I
A
think that's
position you've played your entire life.
It's a worse look on the coaching staff than
No,
anybody.
for
at Penn
real.
State.
Like, you probably thought you was doing this shit right. Now you go into there and like, nah, you've been doing this shit wrong forever.
He's been doing it just on talent, which is crazy.
That's
He has
fire.
great numbers against like non-top 10 opponents.
He's
He's
doing
just
that
been
on-
doing it on
Just straight,
raw
I'm
talent.
6'5".
You have any pulse on the Rodgers stuff? There's all these rumors going around. He's in Pittsburgh. He's not in Pittsburgh. There's a meeting. There's not a meeting. What's going on? Is he going to sign in August like he
Rodgers is
Brett
coming
Favre
back.
2.0?
Rodgers is definitely coming back.
For what?
He's gonna play one more season.
For what?
I just think he is. It's just a
Like,
gut feeling.
why? Like, go home. Go hang up with your kids.
He doesn't have.
That's the
doesn't-
fucking
doesn't have- or no, he
problem.
said he has a wife, right? She's not in the public. I think he said
That's
he has a
what he
wife.
said, yes.
Yeah.
40-year-olds with no kids scare me.
Derek Jeter was like that.
Scares me.
John Cena.
Scares the hell out of me.
John Cena's actually been very adamant, like I don't want kids. But he
So
said
crazy,
he
man.
said it's because he doesn't have the time to devote to his
I
kids.
mean, I guess that's fair.
If he
You
has
can find like
Aaron
John
Rodgers
Cena
can go
got
home and
all the
have
money
all
you
the
could
time in the
ever
world.
need. If you want to be like, yo, let me just
I
chill
think he
on
wants to
50%
keep
of
working.
stuff.
Like he
That's
wants,
true.
like Aaron Rodgers, go home. Like
Yeah,
legitimately,
John
go home.
Cena said that with his life, he wants to maximize it and do everything he wants to set out to do. And he doesn't feel right if he brings a kid into this world
I mean, that's a
and
fair.
he can't give that kid the
That's
time
real.
that they deserve.
That's real as
so
shit.
he'd just rather not have
At some
one.
point though, Cena's got to be pushing 50 at this point. No,
I think he's
45.
45.
yeah, like at some
I mean,
point,
well,
it's
he's
like,
a man. He can nut at anything. At
no,
any
you're
time.
not wrong. Like he's still probably got a nice like 10, 15 years to like have a chance.
Accidentally, one of the most insane things you've ever said.
Yeah, men have
At this point, John Cena, what else you have to fucking do? You're John Cena.
That's what I'm
He's
saying.
acted WWE.
Maybe he wants to own WWE. Maybe that's
Yeah,
his goal
maybe.
of his, Listen, man, I feel like as a man, one of our most like biggest accomplishments is doing what we do in our life, having a son and putting that into him.
That's an interesting question. This is a philosophical question. Is your life incomplete if you never had kids?
I think as a man,
I
yes.
think it depends on
Your
the
sole
person.
purpose on this earth is to procreate.
I don't think your life is incomplete if you don't have a child.
I do
it
think you're gonna
depends on
have
the
that
person.
feeling like, damn, what if I would have had a little me?
Yeah.
Quite literally, you're here to procreate. Like at its rawest, like
Like you don't want to see a little Joel running around. You tell him all the stories you have.
So
like,
you think that? Do you think it's selfish if you don't want to have a kid?
no.
No.
nah.
I will say again, for the third time, you're supposed to continue the circle of life
Biologically.
biologically.
Supposed to have a little Dells, little Velez.
I'll
You're
have one one
supposed
day.
to
Tyler.
continue the circle of life. Do I think that any lesser of you if you don't do that? No, absolutely not. It's not for everyone.
Do you think that, like, just asking you guys personally, if you never had a kid, would that devastate you?
It would
Yes.
be a
Shit, I
disservice.
can't answer that now.
It would be a disservice to society for my genes not to continue.
It might be a good thing for his genes not to continue. Charles, shout out. But yours got lost along the way of that Velez tree.
Yeah.
But no, I'd be devastated. Yes.
I'd
I
be
definitely want to.
Well, I have one, but I'd be pretty heartbroken. My dad would be pissed. Cause you also gotta think about your parents. They're ready to have a little grandchild
Yeah.
running around and shit. Like it's not just for you, it's for them.
I feel similarly.
Yeah.
But that's why I give a lot of credit to people who just can make the decision, like, yeah, like I ain't having one. I'm just gonna live for myself.
I want a daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want a daughter.
I want a kid, but I can't do it now.
You have a timeline?
You're almost 30.
One before 35.
35.
Okay.
So 8 years.
I got
Jeez.
time.
You got mad
What
time.
about you?
It got to be within the next 6 years.
6 years.
Yeah,
Okay.
With me, it could be any man.
like
any day.
35 low key's too old for me. It got to happen at like 32.
I'm probably I feel like I want to have a house.
I feel like your
before I have a kid.
timeline's kicking in fast.
I would say within the next like 5 years maybe.
I mean, you're
I'm not-
you're gonna get
I'm thinking
married.
you was 3.
So
next year.
You get a year to enjoy your marriage after you get married, and then after that year is like kind of like
You buy a
okay.
house.
I
and
kind of
you-
want a house before a kid.
Okay,
Yeah.
I see. So
Listen,
No.
man. I'm thinking like 32, but I could be any day.
You got to find a woman.
The way I move, that shit could be any
I
moment,
thought you
man.
got one, man.
Listen, man.
can I have another one?
Woman just woke up. I can legitimately see, like, we're out one night. We're at a party. Some girl just comes up to me like, hey, what's up? And I'm just like, who are you? And then she's like, oh, you don't remember me? Bam! And she just shows me a DNA test. It's like, that's my kid. I'm just like, what the fuck?
Not
bro?
again.
No, but 32, 33, I think is a good number for me. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I have to find the girl.
Yeah,
Another
some
one.
girl.
Yeah.
Have you
Yes.
done any more apartment searching?
I haven't started yet.
Okay.
I have to find out where I'm gonna work at next year
Which
because
one you know,
Patterson
working
they did cuts,
for? Oh shit.
and my school is turned into an elementary school.
Oh, okay.
So I gotta find out where I'm going next year.
You're gonna go to like a different town, you think?
I'm gonna have to. Patterson's not gonna be hiring.
Where you want to go? Say Hackensack would nice.
Hackensack isn't hiring right now either.
Yeah, they got budget.
They always
cuts.
say that
Yeah.
$12 million lost.
They're so poor. It's actually nuts.
Maywood.
Anywhere close. You know, like anywhere that's hiring, that's not
Yeah.
too far. You know, I'm just trying to get in where I fit in. But yeah, I can't wait, man. I'm gonna have like 5 kids, bro. Mad little niggas running around and shit. I can't wait, bro.
Oh man, that's gonna do it for this episode of the Pick a Side podcast, episode
You can't-
576.
You can't do on your promise. I'm in
Right.
there
I
yet.
did.
8 minutes,
I
7
said
minutes.
before 12. Yes, I did.
He fried,
We're getting 3 albums. We're getting 3 albums, bro. Am I calling out of work?
bro.
This shit better not be ass. bro.
That's what I'm saying. If you call out for some ass cheeks, you're crazy.
First off, who's dropping the album?
Fair.
We're good.
Fair. I mean, 3.
And
There's no way he goes 3 for 3.
Acting it like Drake is gonna drop, like Drake dropping an album is like Gordon Ramsay cooking food. That shit gonna be good.
Okay.
I'm glad to see you on this side.
Never had Gordon Ramsay's food.
It's Drake, you know.
New season MasterChef's out. Been locked in.
That's huge to hear.
Fucking love MasterChef, man.
You watch MasterChef Junior?
I've seen like a couple seasons, but I'm not as locked. I've watched every season of regular
I'm gonna be
MasterChef.
honest. Me and Al solely watch Juniors because
Really?
it's so much more emotional.
It is. No, it is. But regular MasterChef just.
I'm not
smacks.
gonna lie. MasterChef Juniors has had me tearing up.
Oh, do you want to know the 3 album
Cry.
names? Or no?
I'm
Okay.
not gonna lie.
Brother, he's been watching
I've
it
been
the whole time.
dejected from this podcast.
Iceman,
Habibi?
Habiti, and Maid of Honor.
That's not how you spell honor.
That's like the British way to spell it.
He's doing the most. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that Habiti shit gonna be ass.
That album cover's too hard for me to say that.
Which
one
one's
is
the
it?
album cover?
The girl,
The bottom left.
That's a BT.
top left, top right, top left, top
Oh,
left.
it's
Top
3
left.
different ones. I didn't realize. So this
Yeah.
is a BT.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
That album cover's hard.
This one sucks.
Which one? The one with the glove? It's him being Michael Jackson.
Please be serious.
Iceman.
He could never be.
He's the only one that has the claim to say he is
Chris Brown. Because he can dance.
levels of success.
Chris Brown's up there.
Not Drake level.
Have you seen Chris Brown's concerts?
His numbers aren't Drake's.
Yeah, it's not close to Drake, unfortunately.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. I
Skill?
don't know about unfortunately.
Skill?
I'm thinking- yeah.
Our MJ is Chris Brown.
Okay. Are you sure Chris Brown's numbers are not there?
100. Drake's? No one is.
Okay. What about Beyonce?
Nope.
You
Drake is up
sure?
there with the Beatles.
Beyonce.
Correct.
Okay. That one's, I gotta check that. One's a
All
little
right.
crazy.
I just
Yep.
said Drake has no respect for himself for dropping 3 albums,
Why'd you tweet that?
bro.
You just need to get a tweet off?
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Want me to report him?
Please?
I'll be reporting his videos
Can you?
and shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I
gotta be recording
a
it.
fucking video.
Oh my
Why?
goodness.
You always disrespect me in your videos. You don't talk about nobody
It
else but
happened one
me.
time.
It happened twice.
This is one of those times where I regret having your notifications on.
When was the other time?
It was this one time where you were talking about your Celtics, and then you talked about Josh Allen, and you talked about me at the end of the video.
I wouldn't put it past me.
You're like,
What are you reporting? Hate speech.
I always pick racists, like no matter what.
But that's going to do it for this episode. You guys can follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook at Pick a Side Podcast. On Twitter at Pick a Side Pod. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.